What the hell is Sauce Sports or whatever that last call was talking about? What the hell is that?
It's from Free Love, man.
What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to Sauce Sports. I am your host, Honcho. This is the postgame show after the most embarrassing loss in Texans history. However you want to look at it, there's no way you can prove me otherwise. But we have some other gentlemen from the round getting down with us this evening. And we got a lot to talk about, and we'll get the phone lines open eventually. And we'll take some calls. It may be, look, hey, first hit that like button. Whether you're happy about the Texans winning or losing, whatever, if you fuck with the sauce, hit the like button. We damn near 300 deep. We should have 100 likes already. But who do we have joining us this evening to vent about their feelings with the Texans and what's going on in Houston right now?
First and foremost, this is Toxic City Tinny. For those of you that fuck with me all year, get ready. Get you VY jelly or VK jelly, whatever you need kind of jelly, because I'm about to get 3 feet deep in your ass, and I'm not going to make it. It's not going to be nice.
Okay. Who else we got joining us this evening?
It's your boy, Ray Rant. Yes, motherfucker, I changed the name, so don't turn the fucking channel. It's the same old motherfucker as it always is, and all I can say is, ooh, that smell! Can you smell that smell?
Morgan A, appreciate the love, the super saucy super chat love, appreciate it. At least something made me feel good today, so appreciate that, Morgan, because the Texans we got a lot to talk about. Who else we have joining us this evening?
We got breaking news. I don't even care, bro. You know what? This franchise right here can get the fuck on. It can get on. Them and they merchandise can go. We just need to fire the fucker. I'm done with him. I'm done. But we can get to the chat and whatnot, bro. I'm done.
Your mama gonna whoop your ass for tearing this shirt, and you know it. But on the cool, man, we 337 deep. Let's get to 150 likes. I like to try to at least get half the number of likes as folks we got in here. Man, I already know the chat is jumping. It's a lot of stuff going on. I don't even know where to start. It's just too deep, man. So everybody in the chat, man, nothing but love for everybody who's in here. It's just too many people. Matter of fact, too, after this, I'm going to be doing a den. It's going to be a very special den. So even if you don't really come to the den, I got some things I've been talking about, a lot of stuff going on in the background. Just so I would, if you normally don't catch it, the den is at 9 o'clock. I think you should definitely tune into this because I got a lot of stuff to talk about that will be pertaining to the sauce, that will be pertaining to the den, 2020 moving forward in the future. So I'd like to do it all in just one stream. It'd be easy. So make sure you subscribe to the den and join us tonight at 9 p.m. Central. You can go to denshowlive.com to do that because, like I said, there's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about, and I would love for everybody to be there. But let's get into it, man. So again, like I say, shout out to everybody. It's just too many people in the chat to really keep up with everything that's going on. Normally we start this shit off with the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I think to really just the progress of the game was the good, the bad, and ugly. It started off good. It started off great, like, oh man, the Texans are going to come in here, and then as it kind of happened, as that first quarter started, and I tried to get reserved because I'm just like, it could happen. This is the Texans. The Texans do shit that nobody else has ever done, and it's always in the worst way. And it fucking happened. The most embarrassing. What did they end up with? 51? Or what ended up being 51-31? I don't know. Last stop, I tuned out and was doing fucking sit-ups and crunches and shit, you know, at the end of the game. I was just listening to the Discord laughing because this shit is embarrassing. I'm going to put a quick poll up here in a second, but let's start off with Tenny, man. The good, the bad, and ugly, in your opinion, from this game.
The good. Everything that happened from minute 15 to minute 1 of the first quarter. Absolutely good. That was all good. That was nice. It was a beautiful game at that point. Everything from that point on was the bad. Then let's not talk about these plays that the coaching staff called, the go for it with the fake punch shit. that's ugly. Let's not talk about these missed catches. That's ugly. Execution was not on the side of the Houston Texans today whenever they got to the end of this game. They were fucking up left and right, and it was embarrassing. It was so crushing to watch this team put some of the most ugly film that they ever put together out on that fucking field. The fact of the matter, to watch Bill O'Brien sit there, look confused when shit didn't work, and like, I just called the best player possible. No, this game was a highlight to the seasons that we've had under this dumb motherfucker Bill O'Brien. You have this beautiful hope-setting trend to get yourself in a position to where you didn't have to do a whole lot, but just protect your lead and extend it by any means necessary to slowly watch it go. This motherfucker, Patrick Mahomes, went out there and put up 41 points on your fucking team. Houston Texas fans in the chat, the ones on Twitter, everywhere in the atmosphere of this small-ass little fandom, y'all got embarrassed today. It wasn't even an embarrassment. This shit was soul stealing. They reached inside your chest and pulled your fucking heart out today. And it wasn't just the fact that the players started messing up. It's the scheme. It's the lack of ability to be able to come into this game and actually finish this game. I know they started off good. I know a lot of you positive motherfuckers out there are going to try to say that shit. But I'm about to get in your ass in a little bit. I'm going to pass it on to the next one.
Chris Edwards, man, appreciate the love. The super saucy super chat sticker. Before we move on, there's something I saw real quick, and I want to tell y'all, and this is why the Sauce Sports exists, and appreciate everybody who supports the Sauce, via Patreon, via Super Chat, via Streamlabs, whatever methods you support the Sauce, because it's times like this that it gets especially tough to want to keep doing shit like this, because it takes a lot of energy, and I've been whatever I've been. But anyway, I saw something from Pancakes, and this is what makes me mad. This is why I say why Sauce Sports, the platform, is necessary. Pancakes says, no matter what the fans do, no matter how much you rant and how much you vent, that the Texans won't fire Bill O'Brien. This is your fucking team. It's your tax money. It's your hard-earned dollars that go to fucking buying the merch, your time that goes to being dedicated, supporting these teams, cheering them, rooting them on, and all this other stuff. Your voice should be heard. Now, there's still going to be those BOB apologists out there for whatever reason. You can try to justify it. You're a fucking imbecile if you are, because there's no way you can do that. Why do you go for something that you've never done the entire season when you have it, and that completely changes the momentum? But we're not going to get to that. But the fact that if the majority of the fan base wants somebody gone and the ownership is not listening and not giving you what you want, what your hard-earned money goes to, then maybe there needs to be a bigger change in the fucking coaching staff. And that's all I'm going to say on that. Mr. Ray Ray, good, the bad, and ugly. Your thoughts? Or Ray Ray's rants. Yes, sir.
The good is, for that first quarter of that game, you saw what the Texans can be. Damn near unbeatable. Period. No denying that. Players came to play. The scheme was right. Play calling looked good. Everything was going swimmingly. And then the bad hit. Bill fucking O'Brien shows up and straight Texans that shit. He straight Houston, however you want to say. He just said, you know what? We need a fucking challenge. We're going to call a fake punt. Yeah, let's do that. On their 30, I might add. That was the game. That ended the game. That was the immediate momentum shift in an away game that you do not fucking need. The air was out of the stadium at that point. It was gone. They were shell-shocked. They were looking like the Ravens last night. And guess what? Woo! They didn't have Bill O'Brien on that sideline. At least they could say that. At least they made it somewhat of a competitive game. After that first quarter, it was a shitstorm, dude. And which brings me to the ugly, plain and simple. The worst part about it is your players gave up on you, man. Their players gave up on you. You can see it in their mannerisms. You can see it in how they're playing. Look, just because they go through the movement does not mean their heart's in it. I'm sorry. If you've never played sports before, I can name a couple times where whatever the coach was calling, I'm like, man, I disagree with that, and I didn't go full speed. I'm telling you right now, that shit exists. That is not a fucking bullshit lie. All right? So it's it all encompasses to what everyone has been saying to you guys that have been messing with Sauce. Bill O'Brien is the cancer. He is the shanked son of this motherfucking franchise. He comes. He gives you hope. He gives you just enough for you, just enough of the ass for you to come back and want just a little bit of more. Well, guess what? We ain't got no more. We don't have no more. This was a nightmare. This was. I mean, I got it. It's the worst loss in franchise history. It's one of the most embarrassing comebacks in NFL history. Not just Texans, NFL, National Football League. So you motherfucking Bill O'Brien defenders, you positive sycophants that I can't stand, wake the fuck up. You want to know exactly what Bill O'Brien's about? Hit play right at the second quarter and watch the rest of the game. Don't even watch the first quarter. The second quarter. That's all I got.
In Perez and whatever you got going on, you and the majority of the other motherfuckers out there, apparently, obviously, I don't pay attention because, again, if you're not doing your own thing, and this is not to knock anybody who's not doing it, but it's some motherfuckers that come in here, and I can't wait till we start doing some sauce on location because I want to see if people still pop off the same way they love to pop off in chat. But there's a lot of y'all don't deal with the idiots on a daily basis. Y'all don't deal with the ignorant people on a daily basis. You come in for a couple of minutes, see some shit, get mad about it, complain, and slide out and go to your boring ass life. It is what it is, and I'm not trying to be an insult, but when you come in what we got going on, I get annoyed. So y'all know I don't really rock like that all the time. So again, if anybody's taking offense, this is not to you. This is specifically to M. Perez. This is what we do. This is what we enjoy doing. We take our energy, we take our time, and appreciate it. Chris Evans, I appreciate the super sauce, super chat love. So nobody said we were geniuses, but you have a whole city who supports this motherfucker. Every other platform you go to, everywhere else, riding Bill O'Brien's dick. You got one or two locations as far as the individual roundtable channels. Saw Sports here. Been telling you this for a long time, but because he went 11-5, everybody knows he's a great coach. People are talking about, he should be coach of the year and all this other dumb shit. We've been pointing out the nuances in his failures for quite some time. So if you don't like it, you ain't got to fucking be here. Nobody's begging you to be here. I'm not going to beg anybody who doesn't want to be here to be here, because I truly honestly don't give a fuck. The sauce is for people who can stand the difference of opinion, who have their own opinions, and if you want to disagree, when we open up the line, call in and we can have a debate, a discussion, whatever you want to. But what I always notice is the people who disagree never call in. Never. Line is open for everybody. Those people never call. I always got stuff to say in the chat, but never call in, because you can never really back up your arguments, and that's what it is. And so that's fine if that's what you want to do, but don't get mad at us because you root for a suck-ass coach. Now, with 524 deep, we should have at least 250 likes, man. We should have at least 260, really. I want to see at least half the likes of the people we got in here. But again, appreciate all the people who do rock with Sauce Sports and realize what we do here. And the work that we put in, like I say, it can get very frustrating. Again, before we get to Braylon, make sure y'all are in the Den show tonight. A very special announcement. I got a lot of stuff we got to talk about. Like I said, that will be pertaining to the sauce, that will be pertaining to the Den, and moving forward in 2020. So make sure you're there. If you don't have the link, you can go to denshowlive.com and subscribe, or thedenshow.com. I think will take you there too. But Braylon, man, good, the bad, and the ugly. What are your thoughts, man?
You know what? It's the epitome of Houston sports. Let's be honest. This is the epitome of Houston sports. No matter how good it looks, it's always lying to us. It's always lying to us. Had the lead against the Nationals. Howie Kendrick hits a home run off the most impossible pitch ever. Chris Paul's hamstring give out. Fucking. And then now today, just the absolute worst thing to happen to Houston since Harvey. It's the epitome. And the worst thing about it is that so far it seems like only 524 people only care about this team. Because the only people I know that care about this team are the ones that's watching the sauce right now. Because I guarantee you, week one, there'll be about 70,000 fans in that stadium cheering them on, especially after. I guarantee you, there is a 20% chance Bill O'Brien is fired. You want to know why? because they're scared of change. They're scared to do anything. There was, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's so much you can go through. It's so many things you can say. You can say going for it, fake punt. You can say calling the timeout after we should have went for it on 4th and 1. I mean, you can just say everything, but nothing to sum up anything. It's just this starts at the top. It starts with a lot of fans are cool with this mediocrity. A lot of fans are, because they go to the games every week. They go and support them. They go and buy their merch and thirst. I know I just tore up a hoodie, but I paid for that hoodie like 10 years ago. So I don't care. That money is well gone, and y'all keep roasting me for it. I don't give up for it. But it's not shocking. It's just aggravating because we do this. It just happens every year. It happens every year for the past 20 years. This has happened.
Thomas Rodriguez, man, appreciate the love, man. It's too much. Sack B.O.B. 5 Bill, man. As I see, I feel y'all. But again, like I say, your national, your local media, your big, your big players in the local media telling you that it won't happen no matter what. And this is what I'm saying. Like, as a fan base, aren't you guys tired? And here's, I'm gonna say something that's gonna hurt me so bad right now. It's gonna pain me so bad to say this, but I'm hoping that y'all see something, and that is, congratulations to the Titans for doing what they had to do to handle their own fucking business. Appreciate the love, Chris Evans. And I'm going to tell you why. Because here's the thing. Because if this doesn't show you something as a fucking Texans fan, that a guy that was on your staff 1 year as a DC, like a temporary DC, if like that was a stupid move in the first place. Let's move Cornell over here. We're going to put Vrabel at DC just to try him out. He leaves and let's bring Cornell back. What other franchise have you ever seen do some stupid shit like that? Never. Anyway, this guy goes to a less talented team within your division. First time y'all meet him, he beats you with fucking Blaine Gabbert. Right? Fucking finds a way to out scheme. He's more aggressive. Beats you with Blaine Gabbert. Then, you come into this year, and we can talk about all the semantics and all the details that come into the playoffs, but you decided not to issue any kind of challenge. Let them walk into the playoffs. Guaranteed them a playoff spot. And they came in and took the hardest path to the AFC Championship. They beat the Patriots. Would you take the Patriots? Or when you're talking about Patriots or Bills, who's a tougher team? Easily the Patriots. You're talking about, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Welcome to Drew Game, you're the fresh motherfucking ingredient. If you're talking Chiefs or the Ravens, and not only did they go in there and beat the Ravens, they beat the fucking brakes off the Ravens. This team is less talented than the Texans. But you know what that equates to? Better fucking coaching. It's that fucking simple. But for some reason, you still got this group of people in Houston who wants to hang on Bill O'Brien's up because he keeps winning the division. Let me tell you a little interesting fact. Some of you may know, some of you may not know. Under Bill O'Brien's tenure, every other team has made it to the AFC Championship in the division. Every other team in this division has made it to the AFC Championship. The Texans have won it 60% of the time, or maybe a little bit more than that, but basically 4 out of 6 times. The Texans have won the division. Yet, so that means only 2 times that they didn't win it. Those other 2 times that they didn't win it, those teams went to the AFC Championship, and they won it this year. Team that you play in the end of the season goes to the AFC Championship. What is that telling you about your coach? This is the most talented team in the division, hands down. Like, top to bottom, easily the most talented team in the division. Appreciate the love, Martin, and appreciate the love, Chris Edwards, man. Easily, hands down, the most talented team in the division. Yet, he can't get you past the divisional. And barely can get you out of the first round wild card. And when he does lose, why are they always the most, like in history, I think if you probably went and got the 10 most embarrassing losses in the history of the NFL, or say the modern NFL. Says he's so disappointed to know we got Deshaun as a real deal, a better coach staff. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. You're telling me that he went and picked up Tannehill, a guy in Miami who didn't win shit, puts him in the lineup, and they're going to the AFC Championship. Derrick Henry does what he does. Again, give him all his dues, due and his credit. But there's a lot of other things to talk about. I want to make sure the round gets plenty of time to talk. But I'm just saying, like, if that doesn't bother you, the fact that every other team in your division during your tenure has gone to the AFC Championship. Titans ain't won a division in a decade or so, but they're in the AFC Championship. The fucking Jags are only good 1 year out of a decade. That year that they were good, they went to the AFC Championship. Luck when the Colts had luck, the year you didn't go, they went to the AFC Championship. Like every other team has made the most of their opportunities. We get the most opportunities and do the least with it under Bill O'Brien. Every other team has had few opportunities, but they capitalized on every single one of them. This shit is embarrassing, and it will not change under O'Brien because nobody's there to hold him accountable in this Texans organization. The Texans organization doesn't give a fuck about the fans because you're going to continue to spend money with them, and this shit is embarrassing. And then every other platform in Houston that's under the thumb of the fucking Texans is going to ride their nuts. They're going to tell you all is good. Well, this is what they're going to make all the fucking excuses for them. Sauce Sports is going to give it to you 100. They're going to give it to you real, man. But that's why I appreciate y'all for coming here. And I appreciate the round table. And just shout out to everybody who supports, man. That is all love. And it's all greatly appreciated. We'll start with Brandon and work our way back, man. Where do the fucking Texans go from here, man? Like, at this point, let's stop. What was single-handedly the worst thing that happened on the field today?
Single-handedly, the one worst thing?
The one worst thing. I know it's hard to pick. But what's the one worst thing that happened today?
I want to say this. It was a moment the Chiefs had 3 straight drives. The offense was on the field in between those 0 times. That is the single worst thing to ever happen I've ever seen. I've never seen a team not be on the field for 3 straight possessions. Turnover after turnover. Nothing happened. Nothing changed. And every time Bill O'Brien was looking clueless with them fake ass glasses because he don't need them shits. He know he can see. That shit. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's baffling that you as a coach don't have the awareness to make a change when a change is needed. It's embarrassing that you think the momentum is bad and then you go and you decide to I'm gonna fake this punt. And the funny thing is that they waited like 5 seconds to say hunt. So at that moment, you should have known as a coach, time out, hold a minute, wait a minute, this is not gonna work. But guess what? But 10 you suck too, Bill O'Brien says. Let's still run it. Let's not call it time. Let's not change the plan. This is the playoffs. That shit is not gonna cut it. That is not going to do it. It's unbelievable that we are in what is this year 6, year 7? No, I'm tripping. This is 7. This is 7. This is about year 7 of his tenure, and he's done absolutely nothing. I thought the moment we fired Kubiak, things was for the better, but apparently it got worse. In my opinion, this is worse. Because now we got a coach, but we get in the playoffs and we're done.
That's too much sauce.
He's too busy with his ego. His ego's too big for anybody to win.
That's too much sauce.
It's so much, and I'm kind of like I don't have the energy anymore to even support him. I don't have the energy to say, man, maybe next year. It's nothing left to say. It's nothing left to do. He can't prove anything. This will be the biggest waste of a top 5 defensive player of all time. This will be another waste of a top receiver. And hell, if we don't fire him, this will be a waste of a generational quarterback. This will be a waste if we don't get rid of him. Cal, better get your fat old ass off of somewhere. Tell your old ass mama we need to fire him or something, because this is a waste of everything this city's supposed to be about.
Tanner Fox and Hezzy, man, appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the super chat love. Ray, man, a couple of things. What was the single-handed worst thing that happened in this game? And I meant to add, is this the worst loss in Texas? What is your opinion like? Is there can you think of a loss that was worse than this, or what makes this the worst loss in Texans history, if that is your opinion?
It's the worst loss simply because it's the second highest come from behind win in NFL history. It's the worst loss, period, because you had them on the ropes and you fucked it up. I mean, I can't think of anything worse than this. Matter of fact, the only thing that even comes close to remotely this is not even the Texas team. It's the fucking Oilers when they lost 30, when they were up 35-3 against the Buffalo Bills. It's that equivalent. It's to that equivalent. I'm just letting y'all know. That's exactly how this. It's that bad. Not just in franchise history, NFL history, guys and ladies, if you're out there. It's just baffling to me. I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand Bill O'Brien. I don't understand him as a man. I don't understand him as a coach. I don't understand him, period. And I'll give you my reasons why. The one single-handedly, the play that absolutely shifted everything, I already mentioned it. It was going for a fake punt on 4th and 3, 4th and 4 on Kansas City, on your own 30. On your own 30. And you do a fake punt. Now, we bitch here all the time about, taking a risk, right? We always talk about him being risky, Well, there's a time and a place for that. And that was not the fucking time nor the fucking place for that. You botched it. You fucked us. It went downhill from there. People are going to argue, maybe it was the fourth and 1 where the play calling and the timeouts. Yeah, we got 3 points out of that. I can't give him too much shit. We still at least got points out of it, right? But I would have liked to see him step on the throat a little bit. That's just me. But then you turn around the next fucking series, 3 and out, and you go for a fake punt that you ain't done all year. I can't tell you. I don't think I've ever seen a fake punt in Texas history. Off the top of my head, I've seen a lot of fucking games since the inception of the team. I can't think of another one. And then it was literally you had Eric Reed, which I got nothing against Eric Reed, but he's not he's not a running back, not a wide receiver. And you got him as the up back taking it, and a linebacker caught him. I don't know if y'all know that. The guy was a fucking linebacker. I think he's a fullback too. Caught him on a one-on-one great tackle. The guy made a good tackle. I can't bitch at it. But I can't bitch about the play. Look, it's called operational risk management. The rule of thumb is, does the benefit outweigh the risk? And at that particular fucking point, you were up 24/7. No, it sure the fuck did not. End of discussion.
Mr. Tim, man, I know you got some things on your chest, some things you want to say. But before you get to those, I'd like to know your, the single biggest impact on this game, and then, is this, in your opinion, the worst loss in Texan history? If so, why? And then after that, you got free reign to do your thing. I know you have some stuff you'd like to get off your chest.
Yeah, this is the worst loss. I mean, you don't establish yourself this dominantly in the first quarter just to piss it all away. And I do agree with Ray. I think it was that fake punt that fucked it all up. It really just started there. And it doesn't help when you follow it up with a fumble, and that shit just snowballs into this terrible fucking experience. As a fan, to sit there and witness this game, this was like watching a family member die today. This was like sitting there and you see them in the hospital bed and they're just withering away. That's the type of shit that makes me feel like right now. This shit hurts to that deep core, because I reference it that way because there is nothing that's going to get better as long as Bill O'Brien is the head coach of this fucking team right now. There is nothing that's going to happen that's going to make you feel better. It's going to make you happier or make you see things in a different light. We made it to the motherfucking AFC divisional round once again. And you know what's worse is we've already taken an embarrassing L from the Chiefs before, Andy Reid. And it was different talent this time all around for both teams. We took a 30-0 loss at home in a wild card game against the motherfucking Kansas City Chiefs. We then traveled to their house. And what do? It's almost as though they allowed us to get up 24-0. It's almost as though they were like, okay, we'll let y'all handle this. Y'all little brother right now, we're going to make you feel good. You can't leave here without at least some candy in your bag. So they do that. They sit there and make us look a fool from second quarter, third quarter, all the way into the fourth quarter. It took us 41 points to answer with just 7 points. By far, most embarrassing fucking thing that I've seen out of this Houston Texans team underneath Bill O'Brien, underneath Kubiak, and underneath Dom Capers. So let's move on from that. We all know where we stand on this game and what we feel about this game. One thing I do want to address first, the Titans going into the AFC Championship. I talked a lot of hot shit about the Titans this year and in my own personal videos and edited videos for this channel. I still hate you motherfuckers. The fuck did you think that I was going to come out here and sit here and be nice to you motherfuckers? There's only one fucking Tennessee Titan fan that I will give any fucking respect, and it's my boy Sauceline Fantastic. Me and him had some gold rounds. He was at least nuts enough. He had nuts on his fucking body to fucking make a video and come back at me. Sauceline Fantastic, congratulations, you're in the AFC Championship. I know it's been a long time since y'all been back there. I'm not going to congratulate you or say good luck because I fucking hate y'all wholeheartedly. You know why I hate y'all. Mike Vrabel, I hate your fucking face. Mark, I see you fucking spamming. I fucking hate you, and I haven't even seen your fucking face. So fuck out of here. Now, I need the Sauce chat to do me a favor right now. Do me a solid. Go get your boy fucking Noah. Go get your boy Broderick. Be for real. Go get D-Love. Go get 87 Dre Day. Go get every positive motherfucker that I've had to deal with throughout this entire fucking season telling me I'm fucking too negative. Why the fuck am I even a fucking fan of this fucking team? I guarantee this fucking loss cut me deeper than y'all fucking pussies have ever been cut by this fucking team. I have been riding with this team since 2002, since its fucking inception. Motherfucker, some of y'all motherfuckers learned to love this team. I was born to love a fucking Houston team. I love the fucking Rockets. I love the fucking Astros. It's engraved into my fucking DNA, my blood. And you motherfuckers sit here all year and want to run y'all's fucking mouth. All y'all sensitive ass pussy motherfuckers. All y'all motherfuckers that cry because somebody call you a faggot. Somebody call you a bitch. I'm fucking calling you out your name. Get all these motherfuckers in a circle. I need to hear the fucking excuse. Why the fuck we ain't in the AFC Championship right now? Where the fuck did all your fucking hope? Where the fuck did all your fucking belief? Drag that bitch, Debbie fucking Texan, off the fucking plane and say, bitch, where's your positivity right now? You gonna tell me we're gonna do better next year? You gonna fucking sit here and speak to my heart, make me feel good? No, I'm fucking sick and tired of you motherfuckers. And don't forget, I didn't forget about you, young Ari Gold. I know you wanted me earlier in the season. I didn't get to make that shit happen. If we would have had that debate, we'd be going for round 2 right now because I'm calling you out your name too. I seen your tweet, how you trying to tell us how we need to think. We just need to be riding and dying for this fucking team. Let me tell you what. We all died the same today. I am sick and tired of this shit. Y'all motherfuckers tell us all the time we can't be mad at the team, but y'all want to get mad at the players. How the fuck does that shit equal out? How does that shit balance in your motherfucking minds? I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit. This fucking trash-ass team led by this fucking trash-ass fucking coach has fucking delivered this shit time after time after time after time. How many fucking lessons do we need to fucking learn till we finally punch our fucking ticket to something that matters, something that means something? I'm fucking sick of you motherfuckers sitting here telling me I can't be mad. I am fucking tired of y'all. And I'm telling you right now, motherfuckers, come find me. Come find me. Tech City, motherfucker. You know where the fuck I stay. I ain't fucking scared of not a damn one of you motherfuckers, especially your bitch-ass fucking clown-ass motherfucking Noah. Your fucking hoe-ass ran your fucking mouth raggedy and wild this fucking week, and I guarantee this motherfucker disappearing. He wants to probably do a fucking reaction video to the fucking game. Oh, fuck out of here. I'm fucking done.
Wow. Wow.
I've never heard of any of these people you're talking about, but it sounds good. Maybe I don't know. Maybe if I watch more.
God
social media.
damn, Timmy, bro, good shit. Let
But
that
I
shit
feel
out.
you, hey man. If you got hate in your heart, let it out, man. Let it out, because that's how you feel like. I mean, come on, and here's the thing, and that's what it is. You know, Sauce Sports,
too much sauce.
the negative thing, and I appreciate the love, Hezzy, Chris Edwards, Morgan Nate, man. Appreciate all the love, man. Y'all been definitely showing some love. And hey, if you're new to this, man, this is the most genuine Texan channel you're gonna find. This is the #1 Texan channel on YouTube, and again, it's because of you wonderful people. Again, Sauce Nation, we appreciate y'all. Everybody's a fresh ingredient, and if you don't know what that means you bring your own flavor to it. Even if you're not a Texans fan, everybody's welcome in the Sauce. We love a little bit of debate. We love to talk a little bit of shit. We love to talk a lot of shit, actually. And like I said, we're pure uncut because nobody else is going to allow you to vent and express yourself the way you want to. And it's about maybe 15, 20 more minutes before we open up the line, because I know we got some other rants we want to get out. We want to let everybody, get their thing in there. We'll open up the line. Y'all can call in because I know y'all got a lot to say, so we'll have the line open up. But again, man, it's just to the point where I think I saw somebody said that they're expecting Bill O'Brien, somebody's expecting Rack to come back next year. Why is it even an option for him to be back next year? Like, if, I get it, it's post-game press conference, Cal probably hasn't made, but Cal needs to really be thinking about it. And again, I'm telling y'all as Texans fans, y'all need to be the main ones spreading this message because it's your money, it's your time, it's your life, it's the shit that you don't get back. Supporting this franchise and continue to make boneheaded moves. They continue to waste this fucking talent. You got to be frustrated. See, that's the thing I'll give about places like L.A. and Boston and stuff like that. Even though I hate all of these places. I love the city of Houston. It's all about H-Town. But when they're franchised, because they expect championships, because they expect to win, so when their teams are lackluster, they ride. They don't ride. Well, they kind of ride. But they go and they protest. They make themselves heard. They make it known that we're not excelling for anything less. Here in the Texans, well, we won the division. Yeah, another division. Again, 2 years in a row, you win the division. The team that you played in the end of the season from your division goes and passes you up, has more success in the postseason than you do. It's embarrassing.
A team that you let in the playoffs.
Correct.
Honcho, a team you let in the playoffs.
Correct.
You let them in.
Correct.
If you would have beat them, they wouldn't even fucking be in the AFC Championship. Throw that out there. And you would have had a fucking bye. Anyways, I digress. Sorry, Honcho.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. So like I say, it's constantly these idiotic decisions that are made by the coaching staff. You can talk about front office, whatever else you want to, but you're letting this guy, Bill O'Brien, who's never proven anything, who's never done anything, who's never showed you that he is a upper echelon coach. He's never showed you that he belongs there. Be for real. Be for real said, Titty, fuck you sideways and 3 times on Sunday.
I used to know my bag.
Well, appreciate the super sauce, super chat, love.
Be for real, I'm going to tell you like this, man. You rolled my ass all season long about every little fucking thing I said. Now this is your comeuppance. You lay your ass on the side, take that fucking 3-foot dildo you got in your closet, and shove that bitch all the way to fuck up your ass.
That's tough. That is tough.
Wow.
But at this point, man, like I'm saying, it's just like it is so fucking frustrating because now you look at it, you got some names on the free agency list. They're talking about it. Them and Reader are not even on the same page, and Reader's probably been your most consistent defensive player throughout the season. And again, yes, Zach has been getting all the tackles and everything, but Reader has been your guy. He's been that anchor in the middle that you need. You're not going to easily replace him, especially if you don't want to pay him. J.J. Kelman told you, well, he's one of the best in the league. He thinks he's the best in the league. Makes his job easier. But yet the Texans, again, cheap-ass fucking franchise, always want to underpay people. Don't want to secure the names. Hey, you'll go and overpay with draft picks and get some of these guys you brought in. I'm not mad about Hyde. I'm not mad about Duke. I'm not mad about Steele. I'm not mad about Tunsil. They did what they had to do, throughout the season this year. But you have guys in-house, and you don't want to pay them. Right now I'm hearing that Clowney's balling, and they paid him $7 million to leave, basically. So, and what was the beef with Clowney? Nothing. There was no real issue with Clowney other than Bill O'Brien and the ego situation. And again, we're not going to get into that. Y'all going to let it go, whatever. I bet y'all would have liked to have seen Clowney on the field tonight, but that lack of pass pressure that we were unable to achieve with the fucking Texans, man. So again, it's a lot of stuff. It's frustrating, and I say why it's really frustrating is because other than the support of all the people who've been showing super sauce, super chat love, getting the Patreon supporters, those who donate and everything like that. Self sports don't make no fucking money, but we spend a lot of time. We come here, we chop it up with y'all all the time. It'd be different if I worked at the radio and I know I'm getting a salary to sit here and sell you some bullshit or whatever else. And so we're fans talking to the fans, and the shit it gets really fucking frustrating, year in and year out. Seeing that this franchise is not making progress. You went and got Deshaun Watson, and you would think, all right, we should be a top-tier, upper echelon team. Like, it should be no question. There's no way anybody's going to blow us out by that much. What is this, the second time? It was last year, the whole thing was Deshaun never lost by more than 7 points or something like that, or double digits. And then now it's the second time it's happened in the playoffs. And Deshaun, you say, didn't have a bad game. There was a couple of off those towards the end, but, I mean, things were already falling apart. I think people were already giving up, like Ray said. It's like, come on, man. It's I don't know what else you can say about this team other than you can't coach to hold a 24-point lead. You can talk about Carter's situation. You can talk about how you went for it on the fake punt but didn't go for it on 4th and 1. When you have Deshaun Watson there, you have a Chief defense who's not really stopping the run. You got Hyde. You got options, but yet you don't take that risk, but you take the next risk, which is a much more significant risk. Again, it's just a lot of things going on with this franchise. Somebody has to, we have a government system with checks and balances. The Texans lack that. There's what's the check and balance to Bill O'Brien? That's what I want to know.
Honcho, it don't matter. You want to know why? Because this ignorant ass fool just said we're going in the right direction. No, I'm so serious. After the game, he said, I feel like we're going in the right direction. You know what also he said? He said, I didn't have a play to get that 4th and 1 yard. He said there wasn't a play in the playbook that I like to get that 4th and 1 on that 4th and 1 when we kick that field goal. It's not gonna change. It's nothing. He's too ego-filled. He has too much about him. He has a pride about him that nobody else knows why he has this pride.
That right there should prove to you that there shouldn't be any more Bill O'Brien supporters. That shit right there. He's already accepted this loss. He's ready to move on from this loss. This loss means nothing. It holds no weight to him. I mean, come on, Broderick. At least you got to feel that in your soul. At least you got to feel that deep down somewhere, man. Because simple as it is stated, he's already looking forward to what he wants to do differently next year. And it's not nothing. Inside our division, the Jags, the Colts, and the Titans all want to go into a Super Bowl and win it. All we want to go into next season is to win our division. That's all he ever wants. He's fine, and he settles with the division. He's all right with that crown. It works for him. Right now, he's all like, well, I should have been a better coach. I should have been coaching better. We've been hearing these same excuses for the last 6 years. It's been 6 years. We haven't seen an AFC championship. And in the second appearance, I want to say the second appearance in the last 10 years for the Tennessee Titans, this is their first time back to the AFC Championship. And I don't know how many Titan fans, tell us how long it was since the last time that y'all played in the AFC Championship game. Then let the rest of our chat know what the fuck is really going on. Then you look at, like Honcho said, it's every 10 years, the Jags have one good year. What do? They make it to the AFC Championship. When the Colts had everything going for them, they had Andrew Luck. They made it to the AFC Championship game.
Charlie said, 2002, 2003 was the last time they win? So
see, that's what I'm saying right there. It's been that long. But what did they do? They capitalized on their opportunities. I'm not going to talk down on the Titans as much as I hate them motherfuckers. As much as I want to, they went out there. They capitalized on their opportunities early with the Ravens, and they never allowed them to get back in that game.
But that's the thing. And other teams, the Texans have to rely on other teams hopefully taking care of it. When it comes time for the Texans to handle up on their business, it never fucking happens. And it's good. And the reason why I almost let me spill my sauce on why I feel like this was the worst loss, because of the way it fluctuated. Because again, I tell y'all every game that the Texans are a fucking emotional roller coaster. This game, they took you on the highest of high. Last time it was they took you on the lowest of lows. We're going to get smoked by the Bills, and they come back at the end and they give you the climax, and you're like, oh, we fucking won it. Overtime is all great. Deshaun's amazing. This game, they start you out on a high. Oh, we're finna fucking run through the Chiefs. We're finna demolish them. all in one quarter. And I got a question too for y'all who watching. Was this not the longest fucking game you've ever watched in your life? We were in the Patreon, and we were like, this is the longest. Even the first quarter was long as shit. Second quarter seemed long as shit. And by the middle to the end of the third quarter, we're like, God damn, this is still going on. It's a long ass fucking game. But they take you on a 24-point ride, and you got this. There's no way that they're coming back. And then it starts to happen. And I think it was Spitz or someone else, I can't remember who called it. When they only had about 14, I think the Chiefs had 14, and they called it, this is game. This is game right here. This was in the second quarter. They called it was game. And then they got that momentum. Kelsey had a field day on you. Just so much dumb shit that was taking place. I stopped taking notes like halfway through the fucking game of the shit that was going on. Because it was just like, I was like, fuck this. I'm just do some working out. But again, ckin in the missed field goal too. That was also lovely. You know, it was just so much shit. But they put up 41 points on you in 2 quarters. As much as you know, that has to make you feel a particular kind of way. Between the second and third quarter, they hit you for 41 fucking points. Might have been more. That was the last time I took it. I can't remember if they scored after that. But I don't know, man. It's very frustrating. But here's the deal. Gentlemen in the round, do you guys have anything you would like to touch on or say before we get ready to go to the line? If there's a point or something that may have been missed or something you want to bring up that we may not have discussed yet?
I just want to say, going forward, Houston Texans fans, Sauce Sports community, y'all are not our fans. You are not our followers. You are our community. We discuss with you, although we may not all the time get along. I don't want y'all to ever feel like we're sitting on some kind of pedestal and y'all are beneath us. We definitely do value all these phone calls that y'all make in and all the stuff that y'all got to say. Don't ever feel undervalued. And my point of that is let's start making our voice heard. We're never going to be heard. I'm never going to be heard just by myself saying these things. I'm going to be heard when me and you start saying the same things together and our voices can make ourselves louder. Thank you very much for coming through tonight.
I 100% agree with that.
Well, season's over. Now what? Thank you guys for coming in, spending your time with us like normal, man. Just, man, it's really hard to be a fan of a team that you know can be something special, and you just don't have the people running it to get it there. You know, to kind of piggyback on what Tinny said, we don't have all the answers. You know, we like to talk a lot of hot shit, and we like to say that, you know, yeah, we called it, and we told y'all, and, you know, we say that shit a lot. But we're mainly just trying to get you guys to understand that from a point of view, from someone who, from people that spend the time, take the time to make content for you guys, so you guys can have a place to voice your opinion. It's very, very difficult when we see people who watch the same shit and don't agree with you in the manner of which it's not. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying in the manner of how can you be so blind, blatantly ignorant, stupid on purpose? Like I mean, positivity is one thing. Being hopeful is another thing. But at some point, you got to get tired of getting punched in the fucking face. Stand up and make a fucking stand. My stand this year was there on my channel. I didn't do any fucking videos. You can ask anyone on the round table. You can ask Honcho. You can ask anybody. I didn't do it. So, and my subs stayed true with me because I do sauce every now and then. But I can't keep doing the same content over and over again because you guys aren't going to want to hear the same old shit. I mean, aren't you guys tired of hearing the same shit from us? Aren't you tired of us? Hell, I'll fucking say it. Are you tired of us being right? I'm fucking tired of being right. I don't want to be fucking wrong. Man, at the end of that first quarter, you have no idea the thoughts that are going in my head. Because I was about to get a fucking tattoo of Bill O'Brien on my ass because they made it to the AFC Championship. Yo, that's the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that I said I would do. I was sweating bullets, man. But then he came through in the clutch. Did the Bill O'Brien? It's like a Bill O'Brien can do. And so What we want you guys to have a voice and use your voice, not be silent. Stop standing for this shit. Stop spending your hard-earned money and your precious time on something that doesn't show you that same shit back. It's difficult. It's hard. It's you got to be disciplined on it. But hey, it's part of being a fan, man. You live with the good and you die with the bad. This is how it works. But we love y'all.
Absolutely agree with that.
For everything that has happened and transpired in this franchise over the past 6-7 years, there's been one constant. Constant is that there have been fans that just keeps on accepting and keep on paying for it. It's time that us in the Sauce and the fans that's watching wake them motherfuckers up. They just sit there and they keep accepting it. And guess who's gonna keep accepting it? Cal's gonna keep accepting it. Janice is gonna keep accepting it. I mean, it's time, and I don't know what is gonna change. I'm tired of the one thing, which is football and sports, be ruined because the front office wasting our money and wasting our time. We put our money, our time, our heart, our love into this, and it's bad, bro. It's bad. It's to a point where the one thing that helps me and helps a lot of us escape from some of the real life things we deal with. This Houston Texans is one of the things that's supposed to help us, but guess what? We stress it out over them because they're embarrassing us. They're embarrassing the city. They're embarrassing everybody because they go out, they'll win one game by 3 points, by 2, by 1 point. Makes people be like, oh, okay, the Texans. Then next week they get demolished. A 51-point turnover, 41 unanswered, 50. It was more like 51 unanswered and whatnot, and just to turn just. It's so speechless, and I'm agree with Wink on this right here. Wink in the Discord, Wink said, "I don't have the energy," and by time us as fans, we need to say we don't have the energy anymore. It's what else? Y'all call in, let us know. Y'all call in, tell us about this, because this is the only way. This is the only place that'll let you rant like this.
Correct.
Thanks, Honcho, for this. This is the only place where we can do this at.
Already. Well, I appreciate you gentlemen for joining me in the postgame. I'm going to switch it up so we can get on the Sauceline. We're going to take some calls. But, man, like I said, I feel it's really draining. And I'm glad for the Discord because I think it was easier just to get most of that out as it was going on. It's terrible. But I thank all you gentlemen. Shout out to the round table. And like I said, I'm going to swap it over here. And like I said, we'll be talking about it soon. We'll figure out how we handle this next week. For everybody who's listening again, and let me say one more time, make sure you guys are in the den tonight. Got some very important things to talk about regarding Sauce, the den, and all that. So I just want to do it on one platform. Go to denshowlive.com or whatever it's in the chat that pops up, or you can just go to the Den Show channel. But shout out to the round table. I appreciate it, gentlemen. I'll be talking to you soon. All right, we'll swap it up here. We'll slide out. But let me just say, we're going to get the line open, right? We're going to get everything going. It's a lot. I know y'all have plenty that you want to discuss. But it's just a point, man. It's embarrassing. It really is fucking embarrassing to be a Texans fan over and over and over again. You know, embarrassed last year out of the play. Like, it would be different if it was like, damn, you know, they jumped out, Texans put up a good fight. It was a close game, or the Chiefs came back, you know, late but the Texans gave you everything they had in the first fucking quarter, and then you don't hear from them again till. I mean, it doesn't even fucking matter. It's like I say, a continued embarrassment over and over and over again. It has to get to a point where you say, enough is enough. All right, enough is enough. Now we 454 deep. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you hadn't already. And like I said, give me a second as I'm getting the line set up here. It's just, man, it's tough. Why the fuck motherfuckers popping fireworks? Fucking goofy asses, don't y'all? I don't know. Maybe they're Chiefs fans. Who fucking knows? I wouldn't be surprised you got every other fucking fan base in Houston. This is very frustrating, man. Put the Sauceline up there, and I think we got a call already. I think we're gonna do 3-minute calls today because I know there's a lot of people in here. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that want to vent, so we're gonna usually have a 5-minute rule. We're gonna do 3 minutes today. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling in to the Sauceline this evening?
Good, Honcho.
What's good, Dakota? What's
It's
up?
your boy Dakota,
What's
man.
on your mind, man?
24 points is on my mind, man. 24 points.
Mm.
You had a 24-point lead, and I fuck the game. Y'all said a lot of shit. I told this dude on my Facebook. This nigga was like, "Oh, real fans are still gonna support the team."
No, yeah, you got them cake ass.
And it's still the people that's gonna be lined up to get season tickets. And I'm like, how stupid do you sound? You finna go out and spend your hard-earned money to never see this team win a championship? I'm tired of division titles, bro. I don't want to see another division title. To be honest, I'd rather be a Titans fan right now.
No.
These motherfuckers were a wild card.
Yeah.
And beat the dog shit out of the number one team who embarrassed you
Correct.
in week 13. So, who is the better team in this division? And all you Texans fans out there that's listening, if you got a problem with what I'm saying, I live at 700 Dunstan Glen Drive off of Air Tex and motherfucking Ella Boulevard. My number is 346-774-5662. Call me when you outside so you can catch these hands. Straight up. Because I'm sick of these bullshit ass fans that be like, man, y'all niggas just too negative. Y'all this, y'all that, man. Fuck y'all and whatever y'all talking about. Fuck Bill O'Brien. He needs to go. We're just wasting talent.
Correct. And obviously, like I said, we're losing talent. The talent is getting older. We don't have very many picks to execute on next year. You got a lot of guys that are going into free agency, 1-year deals. You're not offering reader shit. So you're going to be a less talented team next year. I guarantee it. And it doesn't matter. We go to draft. The Texans don't develop fucking talent in the draft. So I don't know how long it's taking y'all to see that. The only guys that have ever been good on the Texans are guys who've already come in with special skills. And that's it. The Texans have not developed anybody to be great. Because you can take a look at a guy, and we talk about Clowney, and then I know everybody, we're talking Clowney. Clowney was a great run stopper. Had all the tools to be a great pass rusher. Why did the Texans never develop into a great pass rusher? You know what I'm saying? Again, guys like JJ, like Hopkins, they were already great in their own rights. You know what I'm saying? So it's the Texans have never developed a guy into a spectacular player who wasn't already good. So, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You got second and third round picks. Bill gonna throw away the third round pick because that's just what he does every year. So whoever we got on the team that's the third round pick probably gonna get cut. I mean, it's all bullshit, man. And at this point in time, it's if the organization's not gonna make a change, you know what their mind is. As long as you keep paying, well, if it ain't broke, why fix it? We don't give a fuck about no championships here. Y'all can keep on giving us your fucking money. We'll take it.
And one more thing before I get up out of here.
Yeah.
That dude, Tenny talking about A.L. Noah.
Who is that? Who is this? I keep hearing this name. I've never heard of this person.
This nigga is a YouTuber who covers the Texans, and I swear to God, bro, this nigga knows nothing about football. Not a damn thing. And he's one of those fans that, J.J. Watt is the best player. J.J. Watt is this. J.J. Watt is that. And he puts up a bunch of false fucking stats and numbers that don't mean shit. You know what means something to me? That 4 and 25. I mean that 5 and 25. I'm sorry, 5 and 26 now. That's when we are down at halftime. Coming out of halftime, we lose a game. That's Bill O'Brien record. That number matters to me. You know what number matters to me? That 1 and 22 from last week. You know what else matters to me? That 15 and 9 at Penn State that got him their job. So this nigga he's been mediocre at best wherever he's gone. But this is y'all coach. Yeah. And that's all I got to say on the matter.
All right, man, Dakota. I appreciate the call, man.
You have a good one.
All right, you too. Chill, what's the motherfucking deal, man? I know you've been trying to get in. What's on your mind this evening, sir?
Man, how the hell did you know it was me?
No, I know the regulars. I keep track.
Okay, I got you. Well, I'm just gonna keep it short. Well, channel my inner Stephen A. Smith. Nothing ever goes right. It's every year, everything always goes wrong. We get our hopes high up, and then Bill O'Brien just has to come in there and just tear it all down. Don't get me wrong, you don't have to. Not everything is on Bill O'Brien, of course, but it's always something that he does. How in the hell do you blow a 24-point lead and only end up scoring 7 more points after that and let the Chiefs score 51 points in a row almost? How? Man, this is indeed the worst loss in Texans history because you're up that much and you let them score 51 points. You get outscored 51 points to 7.
Yeah.
And just man, it's tough. I mean, the good is we know that we want to keep Watson. We know we want to keep Watson. We know that he's for sure our franchise quarterback. If it wasn't for sure before, it is for sure now. And we better give him a big contract if we want to keep him. Big contract. And we're gonna need to fire Bill O'Brien. I mean, again, you don't put the blame on him for everything. I'm just getting tired of it every year. And it's like we said, Honcho, before you open up the lines. We've won the AFC South a lot this past decade, but we still have not managed to go past the divisional round while the other AFC South teams have managed to reach the AFC Championship. And it just comes to show you that we are indeed the most consistent and consistent team in the NFL. We will start off high, but then we'll always end up on the low end of everything. I give credit to Watson, Hopkins. I mean, Hopkins played through cracked ribs. Like, that's tough shit right there. That is tough. And that's the good right there. The good is that we know we have players. We have talent. We have the players that want to get it done, that want to go out there and put their hearts out. It's just the coaching. Because in the end of any game, it's always going to be mattered if the coaching is good. Titans have less talent than us, but they're going to the AFC Championship because they have good coaching. That's why Belichick has. That's why, in my honest opinion, I believe Tom Brady doesn't win all those rings if Bill Belichick wasn't there. It always comes down to good coaching, and now we got him. And people that are backing up Bill O'Brien, it's time for a change. And if nothing before I showed you before then, it shows now that we need a change. Let him go. Move on. It's time to make changes in the coaching staff. No more of this conservative, I'm just and this laid back bend but don't break defense. It's time to become a team that we have the potential to be, and not be some team that is a low expectation team. But yeah. Honestly, really tough day for me. Really tough. I mean, it was nice seeing Lamar Jackson lose because all the experts now look like idiots that didn't believe in him, then now started to believe in him, but now they don't believe in him anymore. Right. But this loss has surely ruined my week.
I mean, it's a terrible deal, man, and I don't even know why to think anything different from the Texans. That's just what they do, you know. So it is what it is. It's been Mr. Chill, man. We got a time limit on, but I appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts, man.
It's no problem. I'll try. let's just hope. Let's just get this off our minds and just look forward to next season and hopefully make the right changes. But before I get out of here, y'all be sure to drop a like on the stream. Drop a like every time you tune into Sauce Sports, and also be sure that you subscribe, follow Sauce Sports on the channel and the Roundtable, and also, if you don't mind, subscribe to the Den as well.
Absolutely.
Because Sauce Sports and the Den are the realest motherfucking deal in Houston. I hope y'all have a good night. We'll get through this. Hopefully we get it next year. But for now, let's just relax and try to get this terrible, terrible match off our minds.
I agree. And I appreciate the call there, Mr. Chief.
No problem. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Morgan, I appreciate the love, man. I don't. Again, only in Houston because it's mediocrity. We've set the tone for mediocrity in Houston as a city. We're accepting mediocrity. The coaching with the Texans, we accept mediocrity. But we'll get into that in just a second. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the Sauceline this evening?
Hello?
Hello.
Yo, it's Alex Garcia from Juarez, Mexico.
Alex from Juarez. What's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind this evening, sir?
Now, I'm about to teach you two guys and all you armchair 2-bit analysts something about football because you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay. Give me what you got, pussy.
And to put all the onus on Bill O'Brien is irresponsible. It's petty.
You're a Bill O'Brien dick sucker. Come on, man. You're a Bill O'Brien dick sucker. Come on, man. Like this. What's the one constant? Deshaun's only been in the playoffs 2 years. What's the one constant between the Texans getting blown out in the playoffs every fucking year, man?
I tell you, it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't a perfect storm of coincidence.
Coincidence.
Individual on the
okay. So it's all the fact that the coach said he didn't have a play for 4th and 1, but he ran a fucking fake punt on the 30. That's the player's fault.
You guys would give him shit either fucking way, all right?
21-0,
4th and inches. The Ravens were 8 for 8 on 4th down the bridge.
You're muted, man. I can barely hear you. Talk louder.
And Coach Harbaugh got all the shit in the world for it. And he's a great coach. So listen to this. Bill O'Brien goes for it on 4th and inches. He gets stopped. What are you guys going to say? Oh, my God, he got no points out of the drive. It's 21-0. All the momentum change has just shifted over, right?
A bunch of ifs, right? But what actually happened? Let's not talk about ifs and possibilities. Let's talk about what actually happened.
They're up 24-0.
I don't know what you got going on, man, but you keep coming in and out. It's hard to hear you. You keep I don't know if you're stepping away from the phone or what you got going on, but you're in and out. It's extremely hard to hear you.
Listen to this, all right? It's 21-0. Mm-hmm. They're in the red zone, all right? It's 4th and inches. There's a chance you can't get it since yesterday we saw 2 4th-down conversions get stopped, all right? Mm-hmm. So there's that. You don't want to give the ball over with no points. So he made the right call and got the points. If he would have went for it and he would have got stopped, the momentum would have changed either way, and you guys would be giving him shit either. He made the right call, got the points. It's 24-0. Like I said, it's a coincidence, perfect storm of coincidence that every individual on the Texans defense is a fucking gutless jellyfish and doesn't do their individual job, all right? That's just how it is. They care about their paycheck. They have no individual pride. They don't care about their craft. The defense takes 100% the blame, 100%. Nobody else, all right? Just the same way against the Ravens. The offense plays fine. The defense is it's a sieve. All right, I'll tell you why right here. Listen to this. You need this. Okay, defense has been getting shredded all season long, including by the Texans. Their secondary second rate. They got fucking midgets under 6 foot that can't guard a fucking fly. All right, and you're telling me that this Texans defense locked down the greatest tight end set in the NFL, led by the Ravens. 3 tight ends that are fucking pure muscle, over 250 pounds, excel at catching and blocking the ball. You're telling me that the Titans defense can shut them down, but the fucking Texans can't fucking play, can't shut down Kelsey? Huh? How about instead of not holding him and getting pass interference on every fucking play, they actually play some tight coverage for once? You fucking boss on defense.
But who makes those calls, man? Who makes those calls?
It's not the fucking defensive coordinator, man. You gotta fucking play him correctly, holding him. Do you think the defensive coordinator is saying, "Hey, hold Kelsey on every play"? Hey, I'm sorry you can't play in the NFL.
But this is what I'm saying. Now tonight they finally went man press, but the majority of the season they've been playing off. So I'm not going to sit here and make any excuses for them. But my thing is, this has been consistent throughout the season, not just this game. That this defense, this secondary has been getting burnt. I mean, who's in charge of improving the talent here?
It's a perfect storm of coincidence that every individual on this defense is a fucking quitter and can't play at the NFL level.
Well, who hires these guys? I mean, who's picking these? Who's putting these players on the roster? That you have a perfect storm of coincidence that you got a bunch of guys that you say are soft. Well, who's picking these guys up?
You think their FBI professionals can run a fucking profile in their entire life to see if they're going to be a good player or not? No. All right? Yeah, they made mistakes of getting these players. They're all fucking trash. Give her the defense. This team could go to the Super Bowl easily. Dude, I've seen bad teams from individual talent and pride. All right? That alone. Individual talent and pride carry bad coaches to Super Bowl.
Okay. Well, who establishes talent and pride? Like, at what point? What is the head coach's job to do? If you let your offensive coordinator be your offensive coordinator, you let your DC be your DC. What is it? What do you think Mike Vrabel does? You think Mike Vrabel really goes in there and instills a real game plan, or do you think he lets his team do their job, and then he goes in there and instills pride and motivates and fires that team up? Because that Tennessee Titans team has been pretty much the same. You bring in Tannehill, who's been a loser his whole life, but somehow under Mike Vrabel, all of these things come together and work. So what is the difference between Mike Vrabel and Bill O'Brien?
Like I said, it's a coincidence. It's luck.
I mean, you're cutting out real bad, man. It's hard to hear you. If you can get it fixed, you can call back. But we're at the 5-minute mark. But I appreciate you calling. I feel some of what you're saying. Can't agree with you wholeheartedly, but it's really hard to hear you. And so, if you can get it fixed and call back, you can call back, and I'll take your call again. But I appreciate you calling in, man. It was too much in and out. And like I say, and I agree with the defense being trash. I agree with him on that. The defense is trash. I told y'all that like the whole week, but you give Bill O'Brien his blame too. Like you can't make excuses. 6 years in, you should have a play for every fucking thing. There's no justification to that. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the Sauceline this evening?
Man, it's your boy, Roman.
Roman, what's on your mind, man?
Man, let me get this started off, Honcho. Number one, I'm better to talk about Texas. That nigga that just called in, hella fucking disrespectful. You don't come on a nigga show calling nigga bitches and hoes and disrespectful. Fuck you, nigga. 6 years of excuses. So you gonna make those same excuses about 2 times losing to the Chiefs by double digits. We're gonna talk about that fucking bitch ass loss to the motherfucking Colts about a year or so ago. We're gonna talk about all this shit. The Brock Osweiler trade. Or we're gonna talk about how we signed him. All that shit. Starring Tom Savage. Well, come on. Fucking Hoyer. All this shit was been Bill O'Brien for 6 fucking years. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't blame the players. We know the players got talent. They don't have a coach or coaches that believe in them to give them the ranks. You know why? I'm going to tell you this, Honcho. You know why goddamn coach from goddamn KC is a good-ass coach? I can't think his name. I'm so pissed off. You know why he's a good-ass coach? Because you know what? He believes in Pat Mahomes. Because you know what? He knows I don't have to coach this nigga every time. All he got to do is to let this man play, and this man's going to produce for the fucking team. Tell me how in the matter of, 2 minutes, this nigga had 2 touchdowns? That's what that tell you. Because he believed in him, and he knew this team could do it. He didn't go yell in his ear. He didn't do that shit. You seen Pat Mahomes coach this team and say, you know what, I'm going to do out there, I'm going to do this my damn self. But you know what? This is the worst part, Honcho. And did this when you of the game. When motherfucking Bill O'Brien was looking confused out there like he don't know what the fuck he was doing, that's how I knew we lost the damn game. How you the head coach of a team and you look confused? No. How much sense does that make? But you're a good coach, though. 6 years of doing shit. I don't want to hear no excuses for this nigga. So all these bitch-ass niggas calling in, saying this shit, making excuses for this nigga, that's why you live in mediocrity. That's why your life is a piece of shit. That's why you ain't shit in life, because you live and you follow this shit. You allow this shit to happen. I bet y'all live like bitches if you let that shit happen. I don't want to hear no excuses for this nigga, because this nigga hasn't done nothing for this team, anything. Everything that the Texans have had success in has been talent, Honcho. Pure talent. That comeback from Buffalo, pure talent. That was Deshaun Watson at the grace of his ass doing what the fuck he do. I don't want to hear nothing. If niggas disagree with me, you can call me, nigga. 832-438-5059. Call me and we have a chat about it. Because I don't want to hear this shit. I don't want to hear nothing but any of these niggas defending this nigga, this butt-chin ass nigga for 6 years. If you like to get fucked in your ass, then keep getting fucked. But I ain't getting fucked with you. So I don't want to hear no more shit about it. It's your boy Roman. I'm out, man.
Already, Roman.
Shit, Salt Mason all day. If this nigga want to talk this shit and be disrespectful, get the fuck out here. Go suck Noah dick or some shit. Go suck these bitch ass niggas 6'10" dick or some shit. I want to hear that shit, man. It ain't no pussy nigga. Ain't no real pussy niggas in the fucking salt. But some of you niggas is pussy. You want to live like pussy? Go get some shit. But I'm out, man.
You feel me? Already, Roman. I've only seen Roman get angry one other time that bad, and that was in the den. For those of you who be in the den, you know, the Chicago Mike incident. If you're not in the den, you just wouldn't understand. But what's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in to the Sauceline this evening? We turned it to a chat line. Everybody giving out their numbers. So, Kenneth, what's on your mind, man? How you feeling about this game, man?
Man, I swear, bro, I wish I had a gun in my hand so I could pop some of you fucking fans that's up inside the chat, bro. You niggas are retarded, bro.
How you gonna shoot them niggas from your house? You just gonna shoot your phone or your TV or whatever you watching. You gonna be fucking shit up, nigga.
Hold on, bro. These niggas are fucking slow, dog. Like, I don't understand how before Roman, bro, I don't understand how you could sit up here and defend Bill O'Brien, my nigga. I don't understand that shit, bro. Like, my nigga, do you not understand that this nigga did not have a fucking play call for that fucking 4th and 1, my nigga? He didn't get. He was the one that did not have the team ready, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you make that, if you get that 4th and 1, you probably get the touchdown. You probably put the fucking nail in the coffin. But guess what? He didn't get it done, my nigga.
Mm.
He couldn't get shit done, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's the reason why Romeo Crennel is still employed, my nigga. He's the one that chooses personnel, all that shit. The reason why the defense is fucking terrible, he does that, bro. He's your GM. He's the reason why this shit is all like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how you can sit here and dominate for the first quarter. You had the game won. You were up 24-0. How do you manage to blow that away? I don't understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? I know you seen the return that Nico Hardeman had on that, was it the kickoff return or the punt return? I forgot what the hell it was. Y'all seen that shit? Pittsburgh tackling, motherfucker in there reach. Like always, the Houston Texans and tackling is always piss poor. This shit ain't nothing new. Happened against Buffalo and it happened again today. But this time it was on special teams. These motherfuckers sitting here, they seen Nicole Hardeman running. These motherfuckers sitting there playing patty cake trying to reach. God damn, bro. It's like tackling in this team has been piss poor. It's been going downhill for the past 2 years and they still ain't got this shit fixed. Critical times, they don't know how to fucking tackle. You know what I'm saying? J.J. Watt, my nigga been losing control. This motherfucker diving on the floor like he's swimming. My nigga, you are not in a fucking swimming contest. Why are you diving on the floor, my nigga? This nigga has containment. This motherfucker stay letting Patrick Mahomes. This nigga what? I think, didn't he lead the Kansas City Chiefs in rushing? A bunch of those times where this nigga had to maintain containment of the edge. Nope. This motherfucker was diving on the floor, losing containment every fucking time. Whitney Merciless, once again. Patrick Mahomes spun out of this nigga. This nigga Whitney Merciless was once again decent. This nigga was diving on the floor too. All that damn reaching on the tackling was fucking terrible. That shit was atrocious. They need to fix that shit, and I don't know how. Because that nigga J.J. Watt, he been doing this shit for how many years consistently now? This nigga been diving on the floor, losing containment all the time, bro. This shit is annoying, bro. I know that one play that Damian Williams scored on that touchdown. Bernard McKinney told Jason Moore to move out. This motherfucker did not listen. Like, I don't know, bro. This team needs an overhaul, bro. This team just needs an overhaul. They need to, I don't know, they need to hire some new. They need to do tackling stations. That's my number one thing. They need to learn how to tackle, and they need to learn how to cover. And another thing, bro, they need to get a new returner because DeAndre Carter is not getting it done, bro. This motherfucker does not get us no type of good field position. Maybe this nigga has one good return the entire year. The rest of the season, this nigga ain't done a damn thing. Every time we start at the 25. But man, that's it, bro. I don't got nothing else. Man, fuck this team. Fuck any of you niggas that's in here defending this team. You fucking bozo. My nigga, hope you choke on the dick and die. My nigga, say goodbye, bro.
Oh, damn. Y'all are angry. You know, they say that in cities with losing sports teams that domestic violence goes up. So, I don't know. I don't know. Well, that may be very interesting to see somebody getting beat up tonight at home, and that's unfortunate in the city of Houston. Probably a lot of y'all. But y'all probably getting beat up by your girlfriends, though. It ain't the other way around. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the Sauceline this evening?
Hey, it's me. It's JD. I'm on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. JD, what's the motherfucking deal, man?
Hey, bro, let me just start off by saying I love your show I'm gonna say all the nice shit first. I'm fucking pissed. So I'm just trying to start off nice. I'm so motherfucking mad, bro. I don't know what to do. Whew. I love your show, bro. Love what you do. But I have a fucking question for the fan base.
All right.
What the fuck are we willing to accept? What's our standard? Like, for real. This motherfucker has been so bad for so long, it's laughable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost mad at myself for being mad.
Yeah.
Like, today was the epitome of what the fuck we've been saying for 6 years. Who fucking surprised? Did you feel comfortable with that 24-point lead? Honestly.
No, I mean, that was the crazy because, like I said, we was in the Discord talking about it, and I was just like, man. At first, it was like, they 24, but now like it's still the first quarter. There's a lot of football left to be played. I don't know, man. And they just they got that back in the second quarter, and then so.
These motherfuckers snatched my soul out today. I'm looking at the motherfucker right now. I ain't got the bitch back yet. Like, we got to do something. You absolutely right. Man, power responds to pressure. We got to put pressure on this organization. That's the only way shit gonna change, bro. Like, we got to quit buying shit. We got to tweet these motherfuckers. You got to get on Facebook. You got to show disdain for this fucking team. You can't keep showing up and getting this same shit because they're gonna bleed us dry.
Correct.
Whereas here we got this PTSD because the Oilers left us and we give the team everything we want. We hold this team to a lower standard than any other team in this fucking city.
Correct.
The fucking Rockets only lose to the Warriors, and James Harden got the worst fucking name in the game.
Correct.
Acting like he can't get it done. Fucking Astros got a championship, and we barely even fucking talk about these motherfuckers. But the only fucking disappointment in the city is the fucking Texans. For real.
Mm-hmm.
Rockets is championship or bust. Astros, championship or bust. Oh, but we get AFC titles, though, and we hang them bitches up. Give me a fucking break. Mediocrity at its finest. And I served 10 years in the military. And for that bitch that called in earlier and said it ain't all on the motherfucking leader, it's absolutely always on the motherfucking leader. You have all the power. You the GM, you the head coach, you make all decisions, you make the team worse.
Right.
Everything falls on you. If the defense coordinator ain't doing good, then guess what? That's your job to get him out of there. Everything falls on you. And this dude to sit up here and say he didn't have a play. He's like, bro, we know you didn't have a play. You didn't have to tell us. We know. Get him out of there, bro. That's the only. He got to go. Yeah. Long story short, he got to go, bro. Yeah. He has to go.
We continue.
I'm not giving my number out because I don't want you bitch ass niggas calling me.
You feel
I got
me?
too many motherfucking bills, so I won't answer that shit no way. I ain't giving my number out. And I'm way too trigger happy, so you niggas don't want to see me anyway. So don't worry about getting my number. I ain't giving it out. But nigga, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate everything y'all do. I'm gonna hang up and listen. I wish I could call in on a better day, bro, but no, this ain't a happy day. This is not a happy day. It's embarrassing. I don't even want to go to work. I don't want to go to school. Hey, I love what you do, man. Keep it up. Thanks for your sacrifice. You put your face out there. There's a lot of motherfuckers calling, got shit to say, but you actually got your face out there, and that says a lot.
Yes,
so
sir.
Appreciate what you do, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate you calling in. Appreciate the call, man.
All right.
You have a good evening. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the Sauceline this evening? Hello. Yes, sir.
Did you feel comfortable with that 24-point lead?
I know, but
yeah, you got a little echo in the background.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but
turn off here.
Okay, all right. Who we got calling in, man?
Hey, my name's Z.
Z, what's up? What's on your mind, there, Mr. Z?
I'm just trying to keep it positive, man. You've been doing a good job all year. I'm sitting here with my wife. We at this point, the way these Texans go, we look more forward to this show and how you all converse than what. At least y'all are consistent, man. Y'all here.
Yes, sir. We try to be. Definitely try to be.
Those dudes. Oh man. Yeah. I have been trying to get in a lot of times, but really at this time, now that I'm on, I want to say your little entry part where they're ESPN or somebody's talking about the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what made me go, yup, that's the show.
Yes, it's I don't even know who it is, but it's somebody from the local radio station. So it is what it is. Figuring out why not take that and apply it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah, it worked out perfect, man. I knew that's the type of show I wanted to click into and watch because, man, there's some stuff that nobody talks about. Like J.J. Watt, come on. That dude, that everybody's delusional. Hurricanes kicked that guy's ass.
And I get it too, and I love JJ, but I mean, it's just, everybody has flaws. Everybody's not going to be great at everything. And like I say, again, losing contain has been something that I've noticed about JJ for quite some time. Again, I felt like, I won't say he rushed back, but it's a big difference between, what's the kid's name, Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, and, just little things. And so, I love JJ for everything he's done for this franchise, everything he's done for this city, but he can't do it all by himself. And like I say, it's just the leadership. Like the last caller said, the leadership in this team, I think, is the most questionable thing.
Yeah. But it's more than that. We're playing lopsided when we play. The most respectable thing that guy could have done was faked an injury and just gotten the hell out the field. He was not helping. That would have been the honorable thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just call it a wrap.
Yeah, because he was lying to us. He's lying to he's lying to himself. First of all, that dude. I think he's better off walking up and down the stadium and just signing autographs. Be a celebrity on the side. But when we're playing the way we're playing, 10 on 11 or 9 on 11, it's not working out. But hey, that's all, man. I called it what it was to my friend who was texting back and forth. I was like, it's a classic Texan game. That's all it is.
Yeah, I agree. And it's embarrassing to have so many of those, to be the I won't call us an expansion team anymore, but still to be the newest franchise and just have so many of those under your belt. You wonder when are the tables going to turn, man.
Yeah. Hey, we're just the smallest. Really, we're the smallest fan base. So that's really what it boils down to is, out of 32 people, only one of them can win, and we're the new guys.
Yeah.
So really, I don't know if I'll get in trouble for it, but really, I just want to drive by the stadium, and I'm just gonna. It's an invite, open invite. Whoever wants to just toss memorabilia into the parking lot and just be done with them.
But we need,
but
yeah, we're gonna have to have a not necessarily a ride. We're gonna have to go down to the stadium and make our presence felt. Get Sauce Nation out there, get Texas Nation
just
out
host
there.
one of these things down there, man. Just host one of these videos.
I agree.
If anything, yeah, man. I didn't have anything ready or planned. I'm actually surprised I got through. But it's good talking to you, and I'll let other people get in because a lot of people gotta get a little bit of the sauce.
Alrighty, man. Well, Z, man, I appreciate you calling in. First time calling, man. It's good to hear from you, and hopefully I hear from you real soon, man.
All right.
Alrighty. Already. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling in? I wouldn't be surprised if this. Who we got calling into the Sauceline this evening, man?
Hey, Honcho, this Malcolm, Big Mac.
Big Mac, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind, Big Mac?
Oh, man. I just want to say I appreciate y'all letting me get in on the Sauceline, and I try to watch you every day that I can, and I just want to say this to all our fans, man, I'm a diehard fan. I'm not a season ticket holder, but I try to go to at least one game a year. And you got to think about it like this. The people that buy the tickets, they don't go to the games anyway, a lot of them. They sell their tickets to the opposing team. That's why it's always, they don't really have a home field advantage in my opinion. And then, we knew that it was a long shot of us going in there. Yeah, we beat them earlier this year.
That's too much.
But Houston sports teams have a habit of disappointing us, of letting us down. And I know we tired of it. The Rockets running to Golden State every year, the Oilers with the 35-point comeback. I can go on and on, you know what I'm saying? But you put blame on the coaches, and I'm not a Bill O'Brien supporter like most of the people that's on Sauce. But, at the same time, when I look at the defense also, I look at the talent-wise. A lot of the guys that we picked up that were starting for us, they were let go by other teams. And you have to ask yourself, even though they was first-round draft picks, if they was really that good, would other teams let them go? Like Hargraves and Conley and Roby on a one-year deal, et cetera. And I know that the defensive coach is supposed to put them in a place, in a position to win. And I'm not trying to make an excuse, but I'm just asking a question is, I know that we have a problem of coaching, but it also seems like we have a problem of talent. I'm sitting here watching Green Bay and Seahawks right now, and I just saw Jadeveon Clowney jump off sides. The same shit he used to do with us. You know, now, I admit we could use him because he's a dominant player. You know, and he probably would have got a pass rush where we couldn't get one with Jacob Martin. And J.J. Watt, hey, we know that he was half the man that he normally is. You know, he's getting long in the tooth and recovering from the injury. But he was falling downhill. He left it all out there on the field. You know, but I also wonder about the motivation factor of, like, how some of the players really feel about OB, because he in a position now where he can just cut you from the team because he is the general manager and the coach. You know, and I expected us to lose. I wanted us to win, but I expected us to lose. And it's kind of like what happens when you become a fan of these franchises for so long. You start expecting them to let you down because, shit, they do the same thing over and over. It's like they find a way to win. Now, when we was up 24-0, I was surprised. But I was wondering why he made that dumbass call to go for it. You know, and then he didn't convert. And then you got a non-skill position player to even try to make the fake punt. I ain't seen Reed run shit back but an interception. You know, he don't even play on offense. So it's disheartening, but the fact of the matter is a lot of us, even as fans, we ain't in a position to control shit. Now, we could protest, we can get on our soapbox, we could talk about shit with like-minded people that feel the same way that we do, but we're not in a position of power. And long as the people that spend the money keep buying their season tickets just to keep their PSL license, hoping that the franchise maybe one day will be a playoff contender. Well, we make it to the playoffs every year anyway, but we don't do shit when we get there. But they just maintain their PSL license. They sell all the season tickets to whoever on Craigslist, StubHub, Vivid Seats. I can go on and on. And they don't come to the fucking game. So if you ever go to the game and you see the opposing team gonna have just as many fans as you there. Correct. Maybe more. You know what I'm saying? So we don't have a home field advantage. We know that Deshaun Watson is a winner. We know that he comes from a winning culture, but he can't do it all by himself, and he can't do it with a person that's a control freak that undermines him that ain't never won a motherfucking thing. He don't know shit about winning. Bill O'Brien ain't never won shit. You know, and I looked at it like you always say, we don't have an identity. When Kubiak was here, we had an identity. We're going to spread right, we're going to spread left, we're going to bootleg play action and drop this bomb on your ass, and we want you to stop us. It was predictable, but if you couldn't stop it, we had hell. One game we might RPO because we ain't been doing it. One game you might throw to the tight end. You're going to throw the hop. You move them around in the slot. You know that Will Fuller, Mr. Glass, broke up ass. He might play, he might not. Go get you a fast guy with some hands. Go get you a speedster. Even if he drop one and catch one, if he a 50% catch, at least the defense got to respect him. You know you need a speed guy. You're not putting the guys in position to win. You're not you know that Kansas City was hard on stopping the run. Correct. You know, why the fuck, excuse me, Lane, but I know anything on here, but why are you throwing spread plays to Hop? Hop not no speedster, man. Hop got good hands. Correct. You got this guy 25, Duke Johnson, that could slide through he like smoking a keyhole. You know, but you don't utilize. First of all, man, you're not an offensive coordinator. You're not a quarterback guru. You know, you a head coach that's been blessed at a team that have success in spite of you. And to say that you have 9 quarterbacks since you've been there, maybe I'm off on a number, but everybody has come up with the same record. And none of them have had the skills or the tools that Watson had. So if you got a better quarterback and you got a better line and you coming up with the same results, then something is wrong with you because you are the only consistent factor. Whatever you're trying to do ain't working, so you need to try something new. It works to get you as a wild card playoff, but it does not work to get you to the next level. Correct. So for you to get the next level, you got to evolve and elevate. If you ain't capable of doing it, you find somebody that is going to be able to, but then you're scared they're going to take your job.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. All these, the thing about it is be a talent scout. You see a lot of these African-American guys out here that don't even get a chance to be head coaches. You understand what I'm saying? There'll be coordinators on teams. If they do get a job, they get fired a lot of time in 1 year. But you got like Eric Bieniemy. That's under prime example. Eric Bieniemy is up under Andy Reid.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm just trying to steal his ass.
You motherfucker right.
Or go to Clemson. Get somebody that work with him and make him a consultant. Shit, you do better even go and hire Gary Kubiak and make him a consultant. You do better with what you got than you line up, run a spread play.
Yeah.
And all they got to do is catch a crease. Get you a bona fide tight end.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's
the deal, Mr. Big Mac. I don't mean to cut you short, man. But we got to, 5 minutes.
I apologize.
But man, I agree
Yes,
with
sir,
you.
yes,
And you got, like I say, you got Bieniemy, you got like Spitzhead, you got Leftwich over there in Tampa Bay. You see what he was doing with Jameson. We know that Watson's gonna be much more accurate than Jameson, so you don't see those things. But I agree with you, man. But that Bill O'Brien's afraid, so he doesn't want to bring anybody else in. Because he knows if they perform better, that's why he didn't give Tim Kelly any real dude. He just gave him the name, but he didn't do anything. And then he coming in late in the week taking over. So, but I agree with you, man. Like I said, I hate to cut you short. And hopefully, like I said, you can call in so we can definitely expand more on it because I like where you was going with it, man. But I appreciate you for calling in.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thanks,
you have a good evening. All right. But no, I definitely agree with what he was saying. If you on the line, because I hate when he does that. Thrill Hurdle, appreciate the love. I mean, it is what it is. Texans ain't obviously not ready. They were not prepared to step out on that field today. If you're on the line, you might have to hang up and call back because for some reason no more calls coming in. So if you're waiting, I know some of y'all saying y'all on hold. Hang up and call in real quick. You should be first in line if you do that. Because I know a lot of y'all saying it's been holding, so I'm not sure why it ain't bringing the new calls in. But again, too, like I said, if you are a fan of the sauce, man, make sure you're in the den tonight. Like I said, I got some things I got to talk about.
That's too much sauce.
So make sure you're part of it. S. Jameson too, appreciate the love from Super Sauce, Super Chat love, man. Like I say, it's tough, man. And again, like I said, a lot of things to talk about with not only that, but with the sauce and with the den. So make sure y'all are in there. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening?
Nigga, I've been on hold for 39 minutes and 17 seconds.
Man, it's fine tonight. People got stuff to say tonight, man. People are unhappy with what's happening in this city, man.
Well, as they should. Anybody blaming... I mean, the defense was horrible for allowing the shit, but we all know the short fields and fucking Bill O'Brien. And nigga, he trying to come out and say the whole reason and as to why he did what he did. Nigga, the answer is you're a complete fuck nigga. And everybody... And I can't believe people was actually encouraging him and actually, like, standing by his side on that bullshit-ass video this week. Like... If you think that was impressive, bro, something is wrong with you. Like, what is wrong with niggas that they think that because a nigga says he's a piece of shit, but so are you? It's just like when you, yeah, I know you are, but what am I? Nigga, is that what we're at in society where the shit like that is acceptable? I'm not even finna go in. Like, I know how everybody is anticipating. I told y'all I'm too depleted. Everybody in the sauce will tell you, and I'm pretty sure other people have already mentioned that I got up out of the chat at least 15 minutes early before the damn game was over. Like, I had better things to do. That they wasn't coming back. The game was lost in the second quarter, and this game starts off like, what better way for the Chiefs to vindicate themselves than for us to start off the way we did, the way that they started off against us, except instead of 17-3, it was 21-0. Then they get 3, we score another damn field goal, which was the turning point in the game when Bill O'Brien decided not to go for it, to go for a fucking field goal. They never adjusted. They never adjusted to Kelsey. Fucking Andre Carter is a bum, and he better not be here. He better not be here another year. Kaimi Fairbairn was out here missing fucking PATs and missing field goals and shit. Rack. Yeah, he has to retire his life as a football coach in this league. Like, he can no longer coach for any other team. And he's shown the league that with talent, even getting guys, and now that we done threw away draft picks, and I've seen people saying, Tunsil, Kenny Stills is better than any first or second, third round pick that you threw away. Well, answer me this. if DJ Reader is gone, if y'all think that the defense took a step back this year, y'all are in a rude fucking awakening, because not only do we have to repeat and play these exact same teams next year, we got to play the AFC North, we got to play the NFC North. It's going shit finna get ugly, and we got to play the Chiefs, the Patriots, and a few other, and the division again. So not only are we in a situation that we projected that would be worse, and Titans fans really taking it easy on us because they know we know our shit. It's a couple of them that's trying to give us the business, but everybody, Titans fans was rooting for us. You have no idea how many people was in my comment section. Shaolin, fantastic. Tighten up. But like so many people were just, hold on, baby. And so many people was just in my comment section in my videos, hitting me up on Twitter saying, man, we hope y'all win. Everybody thought we was going to do it. You had so many people that really thought that we was going to handle business, and Deshaun Watson was a beast. The offense was beasting. Like, I mean, it's just like Braylon said, bro, they went 3 consecutive drives with not even being on the field. That fucked the whole game up. Like, the defense was on the field the whole game. Like, they played keep away ball by throwing the ball. Like, they ran the ball, and when they ran the ball, they was able to score touchdowns. And it's just like, bro, you can't. When you get 51 points scored on you in the playoffs, you don't deserve to be a playoff team. You're the weakest team, and they shit on this team for a reason. And this is the reason why everybody on the panel went all out on the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? They went all out on the Chiefs, and no wonder it was an 82% chance. You know what I'm saying? If you know what, those numbers, when the numbers is that astronomical, you know what? From here on, I'm gonna believe them. If anybody's saying 75% or above, nigga, believe it. Nigga, just know we gonna lose. They couldn't prevail. They couldn't do anything of what they needed to do. So they got away from doing what they did, what they were doing to move the ball effectively early. You know, the Chiefs defense started matching up with the damn with everybody that we had, because we was getting easy ass touchdowns early on, and it's just like, you know what? O'Brien struck, and when O'Brien struck, nigga, he struck pay dirt, and it is no reason tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, or at least before this week is out, that some decision is made about his decision, because I already was seeing notifications from ESPN and all kind of shit like, going forward, what the hell do the Houston Texans do? Nigga, it's an easy answer. Nigga, get rid of this bitch ass nigga. And what I don't understand is why so many motherfuckers, you know, that are Texans fans are like, they act like this, like, nigga, moving on from him is the worst case scenario. Like, Lord, who do we get? Nigga, we've been throwing names out there the whole time. Benamy, the nigga who called the game for the Chiefs, he would be a great coach for us. Ed Benamy would be a great coach for us. Fucking Greg Roman. So many people. Like, do we have to go on Jim Harbaugh or Gary Kubiak? I would fucking entertain that. Like, it's still so many people. You still got Lincoln Riley out there. You still got all of these guys who are ready to make an entrance to the league or need a job right now. And at the end of the day, people are still asking, well, who, nigga? If you have to ask who, then you ain't been fucking listening. You haven't been fucking listening. And you're scared. And like, what the fuck? Why is this? The fans of this franchise, not all, but some, why the fuck are they so fearful of moving on from this bitch-ass nigga O'Brien? They act like this nigga got, like, they text for him information and he can fucking drain your account whenever he feels like it. They act like this nigga Ghost from Power or something. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it, bro. This nigga is not Tommy. He is not finna show up, nigga, with an AK and machine gun you down in your daughter's room. Like, it's just not gonna happen, bro. Like, just stop acting like this dude is the end-all, be-all. This nigga got 4 fucking AFC division titles, nigga, for nothing. He's 2-4 in the playoffs, and, nigga, he's been blown out by the same team and within the span of 4 years. What else is there to see here? With Deshaun Watson as the quarterback. So it don't matter who the fuck the quarterback is.
Correct. But it's not his fault, man. It's everything else. It's always a way to, you know, expand and make some type of, you know, excuse for Bill O'Brien as we continue to see over and over again, man. But, you know, it is what it is. So, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what people got to see to realize that this ain't it. This ain't the move.
Yeah, I don't get this team, bro. They are so hard to root for. They try to come at the fans. Everybody want to be like, oh, Honey Badger trash. Nigga, that's the best y'all could come up with is hoping that fucking Honey Badger get gloved on. Yeah, he got taken advantage of a couple of times. He gave it, but nigga, at the end of the day, he's still an all-pro on a better team that's going to an AFC championship. In his first year being on the fucking team.
That's tough.
He's literally on the team that's the number 1 seed in the playoffs right now for the AFC. And there's a higher seed.
Yep, man, he got paid more.
And like he finna get broke off. They already talk about contract extensions and everything. And he losing? No, obviously not. He answered some questions that I had against him. Hey, the man did what he had to do. He took advantage of the short field. He took advantage of everything the Texans gave him. And Andy Reid was like, man, fuck these niggas, bro. I'm gonna throw the ball. He threw the ball. I got tired of these niggas throwing the ball. I was like, nigga, they gonna run it, but I know they don't run the ball. Nigga, they kept throwing the ball. This nigga Patrick Mahomes threw the ball well over 50 times. Nigga threw 6 touchdowns in the playoffs. That has to be a record.
Yeah, and then what did Sean put up with? 3 TDs over 300, yet still get blown out. So what is
3
that saying?
TDs and ran 1 in.
So what is that telling you about, you know, it's at the top? Because again, if you're a GM, you know, somebody called in talking about the talent. Well, who's your GM? Getting that defensive talent, they're giving away shit. You know, again, it all trickles down for Bill O'Brien. But here's the deal. Like I said, we got the time limit on. I'm gonna take 1 or 2 more calls. I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up because I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm tired of talking about the shit. So you know, if Trill, you calling in? You know, so I know for a fact. If not, you know, we'll wrap it up probably after the next.
Yeah,
call.
Trill, go ahead and get in there, bro. Go ahead and let the cat out of the motherfucking bag. It's a request. Go ahead and let the cat out of the bag. Everybody else got it out the way. It's your turn, sir.
Because it's tough, man. It's super tough. But I appreciate the call there, Wink, man.
Already.
Trill, let me know where you at. Absolutely. Okay, well, after this call,
Got Houston on my back.
what's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the Sauceline this evening?
Chopper Slim.
Chopper Slim. What's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind? How you feel about this game, man?
Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Yo, are you fucking serious? Yo, it's crazy because I'm past embarrassed. I'm past disappointed. I feel disrespected at this point. Because every motherfucking year, bro, we seen, you know, we just get smoked. Every fucking playoffs. Last time it was 30-0. This time, you want to know what's crazy? When we went up 21-0, and we didn't go for it, we called that timeout on 4th and 1. I said, this isn't good.
Correct.
I don't know what it was. I had the feeling, and then all of a sudden, we kicked the field goal. After that, it's fucking over. We went to shit, bro. I'm tired of this motherfucking Bill O'Brien. He need to fucking go. I'm tired of fucking Romeo Crennel. He can't stop shit. This shit is crazy, bro. Every single fucking year, I'm starting to feel disrespected. I'm putting money into this fucking team. Like, come on, man. I'm buying all these jerseys and shit just to look like a fucking idiot. It's 24-0. I'm walking around work wearing my fucking sweatshirt and my hat. Fucking 20 minutes later, we down fucking, what was it, 31-24? We gave up straight.
Come on, 40-something points, 41 points, something like that straight.
41 straight points. I don't give a fuck who you playing, man. Playoffs or not. You up 24-0, you don't lose that motherfucking game.
Correct.
You don't lose. Like, come on, man. Listen, I don't even know what else to say. What else is there to say? And then right now, I just got a pop-up on my phone saying Deshaun Watson back in Bill O'Brien. He loved that man. Like, what are we going to do about this situation, man? We can't lose Deshaun. But why he backing this man when he knows
Got Houston on my back.
this is our downfall? Bill O'Brien is our fucking downfall. We gave him way too much power. Like, how the hell are we going? How are we even going to fire him? He's the GM and the fucking head coach. Who's going to fire the man?
Correct. That's what I'm saying. It's just we can't expect the Texas organization to do it because they you know, they ain't got no fucking nuts. Because if they did, then they would have done something about it.
This shit is crazy. Like, where do we go from here, bro? People if Bill O'Brien say, I don't think anybody gonna want to sign. You know what I'm saying? Correct. Who gonna want to stay and play for that man? After every fucking year, his track record is getting smoked in the playoffs and bets.
It's terrible, man.
And now I gotta listen. Now I gotta listen to these fucking Titans fans, because I got a bunch of fucking friends that are Titans fans. They made it to the AFC Championship, and we're gonna be watching from the goddamn couch.
Yeah. And that should be, to me, that should be the thing that makes this Texan organization say, okay, it's time to go. Everybody's made it since you've been a coach, and you've won a division more times than anybody, and you can't do it. Man, get out of here, you know. But again, like I say, maybe I'm hoping that something happens. You know, maybe tomorrow they got a nice little letter and everything written up for him, and thank you for your service. But man, I don't know, man. This Texas organization, I don't see them making no fucking changes. I don't see them making no changes.
And that's a fucking problem, man. That's a huge problem. But I just wanted to call in and let you know that, you know, I listen to your show all the time, even on days off. I get pissed when the shit ain't on live. You know, so I just listen to old streams. You know, I just want to let you know I appreciate you and the round table. You know, I'll continue listening all the time that, you know, you put these shows on. You know, I love this shit. You know, I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, and I appreciate that chopper slip, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you know, and this is the real chopper slip, not that faggot ass type thing I called it last time.
Yeah, I remember that. Somebody called in with the nonsense the other day. That shit was crazy.
Wow. Well, all right, though. I appreciate you, Honcho. I got to get back to work.
All right, chopper slip, man. Appreciate the call, man. Good to hear from you.
You know that.
All right. All right, I see Rishi and I see Hezi say they're trying to call in. I know y'all been on hold. Like I say, sometimes the calls don't come through. You may have to hang up and call back in if it hasn't, but we'll see. We'll take a couple more calls, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is just frustrating.
Too much
Appreciate the love. Read 3. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in on the Sauceline this evening, man?
This is Mike.
Mike, what's the motherfucking deal, Mike? What's on your mind this evening, man?
Ah, man. God damn. Heartbroken. Earlier you had some guy call in from Juarez, Mexico, defending Bill O'Brien. He just needs to shut the fuck up and stick with soccer. Second, Bill O'Brien, he just needs to go. He's mediocre. You got too much talent on this team. You got Deshaun Watson. The guy, I mean, he's an elite quarterback. And he's out there getting embarrassed. I mean, this guy is so used to winning. He's been winning. He won championships in high school, college, and you come to Texans and you got fucking Butt Chin as your coach, and you can't win shit. When it comes down to it, you can't win. It's because Bill O'Brien, he's a cancer. He's a cancer to the organization. He's a cancer to the players. You know, and I was watching the game, and it was already a 4-down territory where they were down, and he wanted to punt the ball, and I saw Deshaun over there, you know, walking toward him like, why do you want to punt? You know, I know he's frustrated and he doesn't want to piss anybody off, but I feel like the only way this motherfucker's going to go is if Deshaun just needs to walk into Cal McNair's office and be like, look, get rid of this motherfucker. Go get me somebody. Go get me Dabo. Go get me somebody, because I don't like losing. I want to win. Either you give me somebody or my contract's up, I'm gone.
Correct.
That's what he needs to do. But Bill O'Brien needs to go. He's mediocre. You're never going to win with him. You're going to get the same results every year. He's just trash.
I agree.
Plain and simple.
I agree. Like I say, and here's my thing with him. I think, like I say, somebody called it, oh, you're just hating him. I think that he's a guy later on in his tenure who could win something, but what's going to take from him is fucking getting knocked off his pedestal, losing all his power, and starting back from scratch or whatever it is, maybe for another team as OC or something, he'll be good. But right now, they gave him too much power too early and not earning it, haven't ever achieved anything. And so until he's going to be a piece of shit, you know, and again, like I said, mediocre. So until they make a move, and I agree, it would have to be Deshaun to be the one to say something. So, but that's a bad man.
Yeah, it's going to have to be him. And, you know, if y'all can seriously get a rally and everybody can go to NRG and just put up posters and, you know, picket lines like fire Bill O'Brien, maybe that could work too, but who knows?
Man, I don't know. And just the way they're talking, saying, you know, some of these local media talking about no matter what, he's not going to be fired. No matter, again, that's what I say. The fans got to start doing something like holding this team accountable. But as long as they keep making money, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, because I mean, they're too good. There's too much talent on this team for us not to be competing for a Super Bowl every year. We should at least be getting to an AFC Championship every year. We should be competing to go to the Super Bowl every year. There's too much talent. I mean, years before, we didn't have a quarterback, and Kubiak wasn't a great coach, but he was a decent coach. Look what we did in Denver. But now that we got a quarterback, an elite quarterback, we don't really have a true head coach. It's just garbage.
Correct. All right, that's the bet, man. Well, I appreciate you calling in there, Mike, man, and sharing your thoughts with us this evening, man.
Okay, have a good one.
All right, you too. Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know what I did there. Like I say, I know Hezzy and Reese said he wanted to call in. You may have to, like I said, you may have to hang up and call back in. Cause like I said, we get to that point where we're finna get ready to wind it down because I got to start getting some stuff prepped for the den too. And I told y'all, if you are, like I said, a Sauce fan, a Den fan, whatever it is, make sure you're in tonight. Cause like I said, I got some important things to talk about as far as regarding the Sauce and the Den and what's going to happen here in 2020. Like I said, I was waiting to see, what happens with the Texans if they do make a run or whatever. So to make some of these decisions, but at that point, we saw what happened today, so it is what it is. So it helped me figure a couple of things out. That's what we're gonna do while we wait on some of these calls. I'll call somebody. Rishi and Hezzy, if you're online, text me from your number, and I'll call you, and I'll get y'all later because I know y'all said you've been waiting on the hold for a long time. Yes. Who do we have on the line at this time?
Oh shit, y'all motherfuckers mad as hell. Well now. Now what, Texans fans? Now what? Seriously. Now what? Did I not tell y'all? Did I not tell y'all in detail what was going to happen in this game? While the game was going, and I was in the Discord, and we went up real quick. Oh, niggas start talking mad shit to me. But within 2 minutes, that ceased. Then about 5 minutes after that, it completely died off. I'm sorry, y'all. I am. I'm sorry that our team keeps going out here and proving me right. But the only way I'm getting all this shit, how I'm foreseeing this shit, is because I've seen them do it before. History is just repeating itself over and over again. Y'all expecting a different result. I keep predicting the same shit. Again, I don't take no joy in this. I don't. I really don't. Y'all know what the problem is. Yet y'all kept trying to look past the problem. Y'all was worrying about the Chiefs. Well, the Chiefs this, the Chiefs that. Andy Reid record this. They're inconsequential. It's all about us. And it couldn't have been more evident from the first quarter to the second quarter. You actually got to see it. The first quarter is what y'all was hoping for, what y'all know that we capable of. The second quarter is what they keep fucking giving us. We don't just win just by the first quarter of play. It's 4 quarters in a game. When's the last time the Texans played a complete game like that?
Have they done it at all?
Probably when we blew out the Titans a couple of years ago. That was the last time we played a complete game like that from start to finish. The New England game, we came out busting their ass and then let them come back. The first Kansas City game, we started out busting their ass and we let them come back. Rinse and repeat. What did we do this game? Started out busting their ass and we let them come back. It's a rerun. What I'm saying is a rerun. I've said this shit before. I've been telling you this shit since what? Week 5, week 6, last year, the year before that, I've been saying the same shit. And nothing's changed. It extended a week. I said it last week, I was wrong. But it ain't like we blew the Bills out either.
Correct.
There is, and I said this in the Discord, there has not been a quarterback in the history of man that was good enough to overcome the deficiencies of his head coach. And Watson is no different. He's great, but he's not that fucking good. He's not. And for those of you, I was going to call out names, and then I changed my mind, but I got to come back with it. Mr. Broderick. Lord have mercy. I thought we had come to an agreement the last time I had to correct you. I told you to stick to your Bible and then let us stick to football, and you just won't let it go. Every time I call in, you want to criticize my takes and everything. Then when the team turn out to be right, you ain't got shit to say. So, what you gonna do? What's your excuse now? Got another caller came in and said we can't even blame the coach. We got to blame the players. Are you fucking kidding me? Did you not watch last game? The only reason we won that was because of the players. The damn show wasn't some shit that O'Brien called. And the players that we do have on the field, the ones that don't make the plays, are of his choosing. The ones that we did have that were more capable of making plays, they're gone because of his choosing. Y'all mad because the food don't taste good when he grew the vegetables, picked them, prepared them, cooked them, and put them on your plate. But you blaming the ingredients. You fucking serious?
You know what? I knew we was gonna lose though. I knew we was gonna lose before the game, even before I made my prediction. You know, and I went with the losing prediction today because I don't know if anybody else noticed it. Well, if you're in the Den, you know more. So if you're in the Sauce, you may not be as familiar. The Den is a different culture. When Miss Meat came in here and said that y'all,
I saw that.
And that's when I knew it was a wrap. I knew we was gonna lose. When she came in here and said that we was gonna win, I knew it was over.
Don't do that to Angela like that, Honcho. That's fucked up.
You knew it just once you saw. Come on, she's a Falcons fan, so you know.
I did.
It was terrible. It was unfortunate, and you know it is what it is. But I knew it when I saw that because I was still kind of debating whether I was gonna go, you know, close win or. And once he said, "Yes, we gonna lose," I'm going with the losing. That's when I made my decision. But yes, it was very unfortunate. Yeah, put the Falcons curse on us. But man, I mean, so where do we go from here, Trill? Because from everything in the media right now, and of course it's just right now.
Straight to hell. It's true. That's where we go. Straight to hell. That's where we going.
So we just bringing back the same crew. We're bringing back the same.
Because this is what we need to happen. More than anything in the world, this is what we need to happen. We need the talking heads to make a statement. Not one of them, not a couple of them. We need every single one of them. I'm talking about the Nick Wrights, the Skip Bayless, the Shannon Sharps, the Stephen A. Smith, the what's my dude? The white boy on Stephen A. Smith show. What's his fucking name? Alex? No. Fuck. Well, y'all know who I'm talking about.
Max Kellerman.
We need all. Yeah, Max Kellerman. That's my dude. Yeah. We need all of them, even Jason Whitlock and them. We need all of them to have the cameraman zoom in on their face and say, Mr. Cal McNair, you need to fire Bill O'Brien right now. There's no reason and there's no excuse for the bullshit that they have put out for these fans to consume. It's even bad for the fucking league, man. For them niggas to play like that. For you to do the shit that you did. Like, come on, bro. Stop. That's ridiculous. Nobody has faith in Houston just because of this one fucking man. He is the thing that's killing us. He's the one thing that's been holding us back. Every fucking year. Year after year. And right below that is injuries. He's worse than injuries. That should tell you something. He's worse for Deshaun than Deshaun tearing his ACL. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. Just to see as good as that man can be and as great as he was playing. And then for Bill just to second guess and call out shit. And I'm explaining the fourth down shit where was really, really egregious. Because if you watch the play closely, you can see Watson waving his hands to Bill O'Brien like, come on with the fucking play.
Yeah.
And when Bill O'Brien didn't respond, Watson turned and went to the huddle. He started to call his own play.
Yeah.
And before they got the line up, Bill O'Brien called the fucking timeout.
Correct.
Now, I understand it's fourth down. But who else in the fuck do you want to be? Who else can you trust on 4th and 1 if not your fucking quarterback? If you don't have faith in that man to know the offense and the players good enough to get you 1 fucking yard, what the fuck are you doing? Why is he on your team?
I don't know.
Why would you not trust Watson at this point? After everything you see him do, how could you not trust him for 3 fucking feet?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't get it.
That's the thing. Online rider, yeah. He's trending on Twitter right now. That's about the only time he'll trend is when he do some stupid ass shit. But I'm glad the whole nation got to see it. Because again, nobody gonna want him as a head coach. Because how does your quarterback go out and have a great game for the most part, and you can't produce? Like, I mean, you can't get an end zone. I mean, and it's not the quarterback again. Like, people want to say, well, this situation is different. No, it's not. It's the same Bill O'Brien that we've seen year in and year fucking out. Doesn't matter who you change. You can change all the other pieces, but you get the same result. Like, that has to say something to people. But some people want to be so fucking dense. You know, they just can't say nothing bad about the head coach. He's got winning records. He came into a fucking pretty talented team when he inherited. And then, you know,
Ask the Buffalo Bills what winning records get you.
Yeah. And like I said, he's fucking... Again, he had advantage of a sorry division when the division was real weak, and he was able to take advantage of that. Now the division is good, your talent has improved, but you're still getting the same product on the field. And when it comes time to playing the best of the best in the playoffs, every exit you have is embarrassing. Like, not just a loss, not a loss,
to say the least,
but a record-setting embarrassment. Doesn't matter who your fucking
and it gets
quarterback
worse
is.
every year.
Yeah,
the embarrassment gets worse every year.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was mad for the 30-0 game.
Yeah.
But to lose to the Colts the way we did, bullshit. And today we started out punking the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Then they turn around and punked us.
But that's what makes it worse to me, is because you come out and you, like I said, you got the vibe all how you, okay, well, you show that we can score points on this team, and then you let them reel off, like, that's worse than the 30-0. You let them reel off 41 straight.
41 unanswered.
And then end up with 51.
Fucking
and then this motherfucker gonna talk about, well, we felt like we needed to leave here with 50 points to beat the Chiefs. What the fuck? Who the fuck says that stupid shit? Like, it just to me, that's as dumb as the 8-8 league. Nobody 8-8 is winning shit.
Yes.
And then you come in here and say that we felt like we needed 50 points to win, but they put up 51, so they still would have beat your ass. Like, so that's basically saying we came in here and we knew our defense wasn't gonna stop shit. Like, what the fuck? But then you go sit there right after and say, well, your rack's coming back right after that. Like, come on, man. Like, that's why I say, like, I don't understand who can listen to this man and think that he's a quality coach.
He said Cornell going to be here next year, too?
Yeah, he co-signed on Cornell.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. And that's the crazy shit. Yeah, so make sure we scored on the opening drive. Ain't scored on the opening drive all year and got your ass handed to you worse than ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, man, like, as long as Bill O'Brien here, it's difficult to do the sauce. Like, because I love the Texans. Don't get me wrong. I love the fucking Texans. I want to see the best for the guys that are out there, blood, sweat, and tears, bones, whatever you putting on that field. But when you know you have this fucking functioning idiot for a fucking head coach, and it's not even that, like I say, he's just doing too much. Like, if he was actually a head coach, not a coordinator, not trying to be in the DC, not trying to be a GM, and all, if he just did head coach stuff, like Mike Vrabel, you might win shit. But he's so afraid that if somebody does a better job than he does, well, it's gonna, then, you know, he might not be able to hold down the fort. So he has to make sure he has power in every fucking. I'm tired of this shit, dog. Like, I'm really fucking tired. Like, if it wasn't for Sauce Nation, if it wasn't for y'all, for the people, like, I swear, man, like, I'd really be considered, like, you know, that Den show ain't too bad. You know, it's pretty interesting, but it's just like, because the people have to have a place to be, the people have to have a place to speak, dog. And this shit is disgusting. It's fucking disgusting, man.
You know, my question is, how could he say he didn't have a play that he liked on 4th and 1, and he got that big ass menu, in front of his fucking face.
He's a fucking idiot.
First of all, you damn near in the red zone, right?
Correct.
You mean to tell me you don't have a whole playbook for plays in the red zone? You only need 1 yard, but that don't mean you can't pick up 10. Like, what the fuck you mean?
Why not his favorite play? Why not run his favorite play?
No. Please don't say that shit, Honcho. No.
You already know
not that. Not no fucking screen, bro.
No, not the screen.
No.
No, I wasn't thinking the screen because that was terrible. Not the screen. You know what I'm talking about. When all else fails on first down, you know what Bill O'Brien's going to do. Why not do that? Why not? That's your favorite fucking play. Pull
a draw.
Yeah, just a little draw, a little dive. I mean, do something. It's just like, dude,
that could have worked.
Anything. Just have a play. But it's just like, instead, I don't trust Deshaun. I don't trust Hyde, who's ran all over these guys before. We're gonna sell it. Like, we're not gonna go all in. But then, like I say, you're afraid to do that, but you can try to justify doing the fucking the fake punt, but some shit you've never done ever to Reed, of all people.
True.
Like, come on, man.
And what really solidified the fuckery is when they tried to do a wide receiver pass, just at a very inopportune and awkward time in the game, and the motherfucker got sacked. Like, you won't get a ball to Deshaun to get you 1 yard, but you get a ball to Kenny Stills to throw it. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm saying, no,
Stupid.
This is the head coach. This is the guy who's not to blame, right? This is the guy who's not to blame. But you got embarrassment. Like, this wipes out the whole fucking. I mean, you got more embarrassment. Like, so I forgot what the point differential was coming to this game. What I said, it was -32. So they end up winning by what, 20? So you ended your season. Well, it's probably worse than that. But you, like I say, between the Chiefs to the Chiefs, you ended up with -52 points in point differential between the teams that you played.
Damn.
Then the Chiefs, between playing the Texans and the Texans, ended up with 152 plus 152 point difference. So that's fucking I'm sorry, 135 plus. So yeah, so between the last time they played the Texans and this time they played the Texans, they have a point differential of 135. And I saw people say, "Oh, well, Chiefs ain't played nobody," but it's how you beat sorry teams. And they were putting up 20 plus. They were putting up 10, whatever. The Texans were barely beating everybody by 3. The Texans ain't beat nobody by a touchdown.
That's too much stuff.
Probably since the Jags. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's it, since the Jags. And so that's why I was telling y'all all week. And people were saying, "Oh, you being negative." Appreciate the love, Morgan A. People saying, "Oh, you being negative. Oh, you what about this? What about that?" I'm just looking at the way things are getting done. And the Texans have been in the same trend of barely beating anybody. I didn't feel real confident throughout the week. But I'm like, hey, I'm gonna try to find something to base it on, man. I'm glad I kind of stuck to my guns on that, man.
Here's what I want to understand: like how people get that concept. Oh, you always talking about the negative shit. How is it negative if that's what the team is putting out there?
Exactly.
And if the team is putting out negative shit, then you need to hold them accountable. Don't be mad at me for telling you what they're doing when they keep fucking doing it.
Correct. But
don't make logical sense.
Some people would rather you talk about possibilities and hopes and thoughts as opposed to this is what's happening. So this means the likelihood of this is what's more likely to happen than something that ain't never fucking happened before. But again, people get mad at you for that. You're a negative asshole and all that other stuff. So it is what it is, man. Again, I don't fucking know. I have no idea. This team bothers me because it's basically you finna get the same shit next year. So I mean, I hope y'all are ready for that. You're gonna get a less talented Texans team next year. Especially
because they probably ain't gonna retain some of the players that we need to keep.
Correct. You're gonna have a less
same as last year.
Especially on defense, you're gonna have a less talented. Fucking team, man. So
and the fucked up part about it, the defense can be fixed quickly next season because there's a lot of good players that's gonna be there in free agency that we can get because we're gonna have a lot of cap room.
Correct.
But is Bill O'Brien gonna pull the trigger?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's the sad shit about it. Like I say, to me, picks. When we're talking about swapping picks and shit, that Bill O'Brien, cool. But when it comes to paying players, I think it's going to be a completely different Bill O'Brien. That was the issue with Clowney. So we see it's an issue with Reader right now. And then you want to complain about why we feel like we got to do this or we got to do that. Again, you're not investing money in your defense. You're going heavy on your offense, And then again, we talk about Rack and everything, but you kind of leaving him out on an island. And yeah, you went and got him some pieces later in the season, but still, it's like you're not doing the best job that you possibly can to solidify that defense. And so you're willing to abandon them to go out and fix that offense. So, like I said, I got questions.
And you're not holding the coordinator responsible for not putting them in the best position to succeed.
Yeah.
And we see it constantly at the beginning of that game. And I was saying it. I was like, okay, the Texans in their face, they talking shit, and they playing press man.
Mm-hmm.
We were shutting them down, and then you heard me start complaining. Why in the fuck are we backing up? And right after I made that statement, that's when we went from sugar to shit.
Mm-hmm.
Instantly.
Correct. And it's unfortunate, man, and that's what I'm telling y'all. Well, you know, the Discord, I guess we'll still be doing, the rest of, I don't know. I want to say the rest of the playoff games. We'll probably be there talking shit. It's tough. It's super tough with this fucking team, man. It just, again, emotional roller coaster. And I don't know. I really got to do some thinking about how we fix the sauce going forward when it comes to dealing with the Texans. But you got the Roughnecks coming up, so we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what's shaking with that. But Mr. Professor,
they jerseys suck though.
No, well, I can't do nothing about that.
Oh my God.
But Mr. Professor, you got anything else you want to add to that, man?
No, y'all. I just want to see what Man Up got to say. Okay. I need to hear if he finally is going to denigrate or hold this coach responsible because he's been the main proponent. Now y'all keep blaming it on the coach. I want to hear him try to argue his way out of this shit.
Okay.
I'm curious.
All right. Well, that's the BET, man. Well, I appreciate your call, and get ready to wind down. I'm trying to get over to Rishi and Hezzy. I know y'all said y'all have been waiting on that for a minute, so that's to try the last two calls. I'll try to take it and we get ready to wrap this thing up because I'm fucking clinically depressed now after all this shit. So
I understand.
It's terrible. But that's bad, man. Appreciate the call, Professor True.
All right.
All right. What's let me see. You on hold now? Let me see. Like I say, I'm trying to take a couple more. I want to make sure I get to y'all. We probably take one or two more and wrap it up. And so I want to make sure I get to the folks who've been on. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the Sauceline this evening?
Hey, man, what's good, Honcho? It's Ronald, man. I'm always in the live chat, dog.
All right, Ron, what's on your mind, man?
All right, man. I'm going to keep it quick, man, because all my brothers that came on did all the cussing for me, man. I'm hurt, so I ain't got time to be cussing and stuff. But I want to point out a few key things for all these unathletic callers that call in that bashing y'all and bashing everybody for blaming Bill O'Brien.
Yeah.
First of all, on the fourth and one, like my boy said, Watson wanted to go for it.
Correct.
That's just been a good coach that trusted his QB. Because if that was Jim Harbaugh, he like, oh yeah, we going for that because my horse want to go for it. That's
Correct.
number one.
Correct.
Number two, on the 4th and 3, I'm 50-50 on it, but you can just tell that he's not aggressive and he's not confident in what he got. Because if that was Sean Payton, once again, a good coach, he'd have ran it quick without a second decision. We get that 4th and 3 and nobody even talking about that shit. That's number one. Like it'd have been easy. But, man, this dude, he's not aggressive, dog. Time for him to go, he's not aggressive. Deshaun, they talked all week about him struggling with blitzes and he struggled with certain coverages. Deshaun played his fucking ass off today, man. Like, that man had the team in good shit with his hot routes and his reads, man. The shit shouldn't have been as bad. We didn't run the ball while we up 24-0. I don't know if nobody noticed that. We had like 30 touches the first time we played them. When you got a 24 lead, now it's time to be old Bill O'Brien and run your goddamn first down dive and shit. So, man, I'm just hurt, dog. It's crazy, man. Your boy just hurt. I feel for everybody, man. We need to get that man up out of there, dog. But thanks for letting me get on, man. You a GOAT, dog, for real.
All right, well, I appreciate the call, Ron, man. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts with us, man.
Oh, yes, sir.
Already. All right, like I said, we'll probably take 1, 2 more after this. I mean, I'm really trying to get to everybody. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening? Hello. Hello. Who we got on the sauce line?
Yes, sir. How we doing?
Doing good. Who we got on the line tonight, man?
This is Chris. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, Chris. What's on your mind this evening, man?
Damn, well, let's start off with I kind of disagree with you on how the defense is going to get a little worse next season. I actually think it's probably going to get a little better.
Okay. And what do you think that?
What you got? So, let's see. I low-key think one of the biggest injuries that happened to the Texans was the Tashawn Gibson injury. Because, Lonnie Johnson did well first quarter. He was doing well. But then if you look back to Week 6 matchup, you look at Tashawn Gibson. He limited Kelsey all game. Just him, maybe with a little help from Reed. But, Tashawn Gibson definitely did a good job. So, he'll be back next year, definitely. Our cornerback group, Conley, Hargraves, I think they did solid enough. Roby, I think definitely the best corner in the group. I think he definitely, signed him to a small contract. He definitely had his good moments.
No, he's not gonna take that. He gonna want to get paid. That's the reason he took the 1 year deal. Because if he wanted a long-term deal, he could have went with San Francisco. He could have went with I want to say the Steelers might have been another team that offered him. They offered him 3 years at 10 each. The Texans gave him a 1 year deal at 10. So I think he's trying to get a solid payday. So I honestly don't think Roby's coming back.
Yeah. Well, all right. So if you count Roby out, you still got Conley, who had pretty solid season. Probably going to draft, maybe draft a corner. I think Hargraves at the slot did pretty good. We'll find somebody in free agency, and draft more pass rushers. I think that will definitely help. Linebacker core was great, so I think the whole defense will improve, maybe just a little, maybe better than this year.
So you think they'll improve if you lose Reader? Because Reader wants to get paid. The Texans and Reader are not on the same page. So if Reader's gone, which is basically the anchor of that line, do you think that they'll still be solid?
If you paid Whitney Merciless that much, at that age, don't you think they really gonna give Reader a formidable contract?
No, the Texans are cheap as shit.
Whitney Merciless that much?
The Texans are cheap as shit. They're not trying to pay Reader.
Yes, and then offensive side, I think the future is bright probably for the offense. I think low key best receiving core in the entire league for sure. With Kenny Stills, if Will Fuller is healthy,
correct.
Definitely. And then D-Hop, we all know what he can do. And then at the tight end position, Jordan Atkins, I thought was actually a pretty big injury too, because he's been a real good, another pass catching threat for Deshaun. I think the third round pick that we got in this year's draft, Khalil Waring, I think he'll be definitely something special. So we got to see, but definitely 50-50 on with O'Brien getting fired. It's pretty stupid to say it's 4th and 1. Have no plays for 4th and 1, but at the same time, 4th and 3, week 6, you ice the game. So you got a play for 4th and 3, but you don't got to play for 4th and 1. You did 4th and 1s all year. So but at the same time, he had some good calls. He had some bad calls. I think Romeo Crennel definitely got to go. His time is up. I think the league has just passed him up. Definitely go get someone young, and I definitely think the future is bright for this team. With or without Brian Bright or with O'Brien, I think it's definitely still bright. Titus Howard definitely gonna be complete the entire line. So yeah, looking pretty good.
Okay. Well, that should be T-Man. Well, like I say, we'll see. But I'm going to be honest, my hopes, as long as Bill O'Brien is a man in charge, well, doesn't matter how talented you are, because of play calling and execution or having his team fired up. It doesn't matter. Like I say, you've seen lesser talented teams overcome better talented teams from this division, yet somehow we win the division and can't do it. So as long as Bill O'Brien's in charge of shit, I have very little faith, man. I have very little faith.
Yeah, and definitely agree with you. You need a good coach to pair up with a really good quarterback. That's basically what all the teams in the playoffs, had. Or like the 8 remaining teams, Tannehill with Rabel, you know, Reed with Mahomes, Green Bay with Aaron and LaFleur, and then what you got? You got Carroll with Russ. You need a good combination. You need good chemistry at the position, quarterback and coach, and hopefully we can definitely get some. Hopefully we can definitely get something going. But I really think in terms of talent, we got talent as much as any team in the NFL. I thought you know how everybody was saying that the Chiefs defense actually got better and everything through 5-week span and everything. Yeah. And while the numbers say it did, you can't lie. Numbers say it did. But you see who they play. You played Chargers twice, Patriots once, Oakland, Denver, Chicago. I mean, them offenses best at mediocre.
But I mean, you gotta look at who we played too. But like I said, we didn't really play any world beaters in that span. We got teams that gave us a lot of opportunity. We were able to barely overcome them. But here's the deal, man. I hate to cut you off, but I'm gonna have to get ready to wrap it up because I just saw what time it was, and I'm running a little behind. I really didn't plan to go as long.
Yeah, for sure.
But I appreciate your call.
You have a great night.
All right, you too,
have a great night, man.
I appreciate it. All right, man. I'm sorry for anybody who was on hold. The Den is at 9 p.m. Central. And again, you go to Den Show Live. It might not be the newest Den, may not be up yet. You might still have the karaoke Den on there. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll be live at 9 Central, so in about an hour. Very important Den. Make sure you're there. Like I say, it's going to be having a lot to do with what we discuss with, as far as what happens with what's going on with the sauce, what's going on with the Den. I'm trying to do it all in one place. And, if you don't catch it, I may do something tomorrow, post like a video as far as for the sauce and everything. So make sure you're there. But I got to get ready to slide. I appreciate everybody who came through. I appreciate everybody who showed love, donated via Super Chat, Streamlabs. Everybody who joined the Patreon today. Everybody who hit the subscribe button, man. I appreciate all y'all. Everybody who hit the like button. If you hadn't hit that like button, please hit the like button. There's just a lot of stuff to talk about, man. But I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank y'all for coming through, and so we're gonna make 2020 good. A lot of things to take care of, but it's gonna be good. I mean, we'll figure out how we. The Texans make it real fucking tough, man. But with that being said, chugging up a deuce. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. But most of all, y'all the freshest motherfucking ingredients in the world. Sauce Sports HTX on Instagram and Twitter. Like the Sauce Sports Facebook page, go join the Sauce Sports Facebook group. All the links you need are in the description below. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you hit the description to see whatever links you need to anything sauce related. But I appreciate it. I got to slide. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Most of all, y'all stay saucy. It's your boy Honcho, man. I'm out.
Perfect.